Yep. And we are live. Let's Everybody, welcome to the UGA Sports live broadcast of the Georgia Watchalong show. I'm Radi Nabulsi. I'm joined by Coach Donnan. We're glad you were joining us. This is a Watchalong second screen experience where basically you get to watch us watch the game while you watch the game on your TV. If you would put us on a laptop, an iPad, iPhone, whatever you want, you can watch us watch the game. What you need to do, though, is you need to pause your TV for about 10 to 15 seconds. We're going to be a little bit behind the action. Or you don't pause it and you can see our reaction and see if we were right when we call this stuff. But if you really want to sync us up, we will be counting out the time. We'll be counting up, on the clock so that you can sync us up. Just hit pause, fast forward, stop, whatever you need to on your television to get us synced up. It's a minor thing, but it's a free show, and it's sponsored by Bud Light Seltzer and Athens Ford, our two great sponsors. They take care of us. I'm going to knock back some of these Bud Light Seltzer lemonades and some of the Bud Light Seltzer tea, so I'll be getting drunk as the game progresses. Coach will be nice and sober, and he'll be telling you what's going on in the field. The number one Georgia Bulldogs were just introduced. Coach, they came out on the field to Brooke Whitmire saying, "Welcome your number one Georgia Bulldogs." The place went bonkers.
Yeah, I mean, it's a real source of pride, Roddy, just to see your program be ranked that highly, and certainly well-deserved, too, when you look at the results so far on the season. And we got a situation here today where this game is really much kind of all the marbles. I don't see a lot of teams. Certainly Florida could challenge Georgia, but I don't see anybody really, maybe Mississippi State against Kentucky. So, when you lose to a conference foe on your side of the ledger, that team has to lose twice if they've only had one loss and they beat you head-to-head. So, but I don't think we need to get to that point yet about Kentucky. This Kentucky team's been on the road only one time this year. Really struggled against South Carolina. It went down to the last play of the game trying to hold on. And they played 3 games at home out of their 5 where basically it was decided there in the last 2 minutes. So I think Georgia's going to be tested today. It's going to be a situation where getting some good players back, particularly in the wide receiver mode. But we have some injured guys, too. We got one in particular, Chris Smith, the free safety, who is really kind of quarterback of that back end, who has a hurt shoulder. And anytime you have a shoulder injury and you're playing in a physical game, it certainly takes away from it a little bit. So also Jamari Salyer, our left tackle, is has a slight ankle injury. I think he's ready to go, though. He can probably play if needed. So, everybody's wanting Pickens to play, but he hasn't been cleared yet. He dressed out a little bit for warm-ups today. It's nice to see him in Sanford Stadium, at least running around. So hope you keep up with this game. I know a couple of my neighbors said they enjoyed for a little while, but they never paused it. They said, I can't figure out why the game's ahead of you. Well, it's ahead of us because they won't let us use their feed straight up. So, but most of my people are in rest homes around here, so they don't understand stuff like that. Like I don't either. But fortunately, we got Roddy that's going to call out what the time is. So if you'll just pause and your screen and get your screen on the same time as we are, then I'm going to tell you what's going to be happening. I hope. I've been pretty good at it. I study this team. I know the players. I know the tendencies, and we'll have a good time. This is a Homer network. This is all UGA. I'm not pulling for Mark Stoops to do anything today except maybe call some bad timeouts or get some penalties. So it's a Go Dogs network. And, Roddy, you brought out a good point here a couple weeks ago. Game day.
Wait.
I'm not talking about the game. I'm talking about game day being here 2 weeks ago. And then, again, yesterday, they came in today, and that kind of exposure for the program. I know you've got a lot of people covering the recruits that are here. Just got to be exciting for them to see that kind of atmosphere with the stands, but also that you got that kind of exposure around the country.
I mean, think about it. For 2 weeks in a row, 2 home weekends in a row, you've had Michael Williams, a 5-star kid out of Columbus, Georgia, USC commit. Georgia wants him. You had Travis Hunter, the number 1 player.
Michael Williams?
Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's in town. He's a 5-star.
I thought you said Mike Elway. I couldn't figure. I can't hear.
He's here. He's in town. That is huge. He's a USC commit. But think about for he and Travis
He's
Hunter.
actually on an official visit this weekend.
Yeah. #1 player in the country, Travis Hunter's here. He's a strong FSU commit, but those guys have been back-to-back. They're back for the second time in 3 weeks, and they're going to think that College Game Day just lives here, Coach. They're like, oh, every time I go to Athens, College Game Day's
Yeah, hey, how's it going, Reese, Bear? I haven't seen you since last week. So I just got to give a shout-out to Auburn Tigers going in there to Razorback Stadium and a big win, a big turnover that's kind of set things in motion. But Auburn really surprised me with their offense today, 38 points, really did a good job. We also got a Donnybrook down there in Tiger Stadium with LSU and Florida Gators. It's 49-42 with about 3 minutes to go. And, Florida's started to make a massive comeback, but I got to give credit to LSU offensively. They really moved the ball on those Tigers today. Yeah. I mean, on the Florida Gators.
And that, if you're watching that Gator game and you're looking at the Emory Jones and the turnovers and stuff like that, and you see Richardson come in, number 15, that running quarterback, Georgia faces him in 2 weeks, that's got to make you a little bit nervous.
Yeah, it does, but what makes me feel a little bit better is their defense because, LSU hadn't been able to run the ball against anybody until last week. They got a little rushing yardage against Kentucky, but they've had massive rushing yardage today, and I know you can look that up, but close to 300 yards on the ground running the ball today against this Gator defense, and Max Johnson's lighting them up too. So, but the game we're going to have here is Georgia, and because this other game ran over a little bit, I think they're trying to CBS make some money on their sponsors. But one thing you can do is tell us about our good sponsors, Roddy. I mean, we talked about these seltzers and all that, and then Leon Farmer, all this stuff. But Athens Ford is just unbelievable what they do to support rivals and also just in the community. I mean, this is a very good community-based Athens Ford, just like, Leon Farmer and his group.
I wish Elizabeth Fleming, she says hello from Kodiak, Alaska.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Kodiak. I mean, I wonder if the high school team's nickname's the Bears.
It better be. Or my brother lives up in Alaska, and so you can say hi to Jimmy, and he'll hook you up on a hunt out there if you need to, Christy, or you can take him for a hunt, teach him what to do. But I hate that she's not in town because next Saturday our friends at Athens Ford are doing a big truck or treat event out at Classic City Eats. So they're having a huge fall festival for anybody that wants to go out to Classic City Eats, have great food, great drinks, prizes, rides for the kids, a big bounce house, stuff like that. It's going to be a great event. And then when it gets dark, Coach, they're going to have a truck or treat event with all Ford trucks. And maybe that some of their new Broncos out there, at least one of them. So
truck or treat, eh?
Truck or treat. So the kids will be able to go around, get a bunch of candy from Athens Ford. They're big in this community. They sponsor us. They have ridiculous financing deals. Can't say enough about Brian Clower and the folks over at Athens Ford for sponsoring us and sponsoring this watch along. So if you need a new vehicle, hit up our friends at Athens Ford. And if you want a good Arnold Palmer, go to one of these Bud Light Seltzer lemonades and the peach Bud Light Seltzer teas and put them together into your cup. And then you just knock them back, and it's going to be a great day.
So how much when you put? Is it half and half? Is that what you put?
Half and half.
Great on their own. I just need your style there, but they're pretty good without mixing them together too. I slipped in a couple of those this week while you were out. So
we got them all over the place down here. And, we're taking care of. Yes, they are the Bears, Coach, according to Miss Fleming.
Good. I'm glad that she's
coming to Jacksonville.
Really?
It's going to be a flight down.
She's probably leaving tomorrow. She get there. We play them in 2 weeks. But
we got Richard Allen checking in from Niceville, Florida, and we got Barry J from Franklin, Pennsylvania, from a UGA Sports member there. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of people around the world. I mean, the last couple shows we've come in there from everywhere, and I'm hoping that today that the fans will just occasionally, if you don't tell us where you're from, at least subscribe to the network, because Roddy will tell you how to do that, but that helps you, because Roddy's built a pretty good inventory of things that come out during the week. We have a podcast where we discuss the previous Georgia game and the game coming up, and then we do one where we actually talk about the league itself, Dane Young and Brent Rollins and I, and then Radi has several other things that you do from a recruiting standpoint, not to mention a post-game show today that lasts for 3 days and 14 nights. I mean, that show is the show that won't stop. I mean, people just keep asking everything. That's great. I mean, you can't get enough Georgia football. I know when I went to Oklahoma the first year, after the game was over, one of the guys said, "You going to listen to the broadcast?" And I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Well, they have the broadcast again on the way home so everybody can listen in their cars."
Really?
And then I don't know what else they did, but that was pretty cool. I thought people are so interested they want to listen again, and it's always pretty good because you're winning all the games, so it made it a lot easier when you're going on.
Yeah, there's no tension in it.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people will watch this show on Sunday. They watch it live, which you can do both. But for some reason, they if they're out or they go to the game on Saturday or they're watching at a friend's house who doesn't have a computer set up, which is obviously not a very good friend. But if you have somebody who doesn't have us on the screen there, a lot of people watch it on Sunday. We see our numbers tick up there.
It's great.
Do us a big favor. Please share this with all your friends. Dane is actually over at homecoming. Dane will be joining us here hopefully sometime in the first quarter. So we can talk about him because he's not here. We can make fun of him, especially that haircut, because I can joke about hair. But Dane is not with us. He will be in a little bit. We haven't fired him. He's not. He's
got another job.
He
actually works in the. I really admire Dane. He works for the School of Journalism. Plus he's getting an advanced degree there. At the same time, he helps Radi and. Does a lot of good things and very good husband and dad too. He got 2 young kids and they're really excellent family. I mean, they've come over here a couple times.
He's 5-star
to go bring these kids in our pool and just cute little kids.
Gotta love the kids. He's got young kids, newborns and toddlers and stuff, and I've got a 17-year-old I'm trying to find a college for. So if we have a university presidents that
let's give him some aid. Give him some aid. Let's help him out. I mean, but the good thing about Ali, he's very versatile, very good student, and talking about looking at a little bit of ROTC on the side, and most kids his age, they're not sure what they want to do, so. Hopefully you can go around and look at some of these places and make sure there's plenty of girls there for him, though, Radi. That's part of the education.
They're drawn to him like a magnet.
Learn how to meet people, particularly people from the other side of the spectrum there. So he doesn't need any help. I tell you, the guy this summer, he was working down there at the beach down there on the beach, and he was in charge of all these people that would come out and get your chairs and umbrellas and everything, and made a little bit of money, didn't he?
He made a lot of money, a little stinker. So
I said, need to give me a cut of that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put him on there. All right. Hey, Jermaine's on. Jermaine King, who's a longtime watcher. He's been on there, been with us from the beginning. Chuck Ward's there. Says LSU picked off Florida with 159 to go up 49-42.
Oh, I hate that. Are you sure?
No, I'm just saying.
Hey, let's run that clock out. I mean, there's nothing good about a loss, particularly when you give up 49 points and you're getting ready to play your biggest rival next week. And, hey, I just want to congratulate Coach O and his staff. I hope they pull it off, but everybody had them for dead. They're talking about who's the new coach and all that.
Yeah,
but when your back's against the wall, you just do what you got to do. And certainly, I would have never thought they could hang half 100 on the Gators today. But happy for Max Johnson too. I mean, a local guy.
I know you love that kid.
He does a good job. But realistically, they finally got some running game to help him, and he can throw the ball. And they played without the top 2 corners, without the best receiver in the country. They're less than 6. I'm not feeling sorry for them. They got but less than 60 scholarship guys dressed out.
Well, remember what happened when the last time Georgia was without its top 2 cornerbacks? Tyson Campbell was out. Eric Stokes was out. Georgia threw 3 interceptions and lost to a South Carolina team.
Yeah,
So
I just don't even bring that
I'm
up.
just saying losing your cornerbacks is a big deal, and
What's the correlation? Because you figure you don't have corners, the other team doesn't.
no, I just figured the other team's going to be able to torch you. You know, and their defense is.
South Carolina didn't even get in their red zone once,
Yeah.
so did they?
I didn't watch the game.
South Carolina against Georgia when we had 3 turnovers.
Oh no.
I mean, you make a good point, but I'm just arguing a little bit.
You argue with me all the time.
We do
this show so you can bitch at me.
We didn't have our corners, but that wasn't what hurt us.
No.
We didn't throw the ball. In fact, we had turnovers ourselves. So there's the correlation. We didn't have our corners and we lost, but so I don't think that quick. So I'm just trying to. But I wish this game would start here. I mean, are they having a Ben-Hur pregame or something? Or?
Yeah, well, I think Georgia's drawing it out. They get you were on TV when they give you the motion to draw it out. Say, hey, we don't want to kick off too early. We got to get a couple.
Yeah, I guess.
Holy crap! Look at that crowd.
It's going to be a good crowd. It'd be nice if we deferred and got them on the field first. I would love that. But last time we got the ball first and took it the whole way.
It's a bit windy down there, Coach. Just letting you know.
I tell you, compared to the last time we played Kentucky, remember that rain game and we couldn't hardly hold the ball. And then last year it was just a slugfest. Took about 2 hours, 14-3, wasn't it?
Yep, it was. Just miserable game. And then last year was kind of a miserable game too.
That's what I just said.
Some of the one back when it was a home game last year or 2 years ago.
Yeah, the rain. You got to keep up with me, Roddy. I talked about that a minute ago. We played in the rain and couldn't hold on the ball. And it's 14-3 than last year. Hey, man, come on. When you getting back, Dane? No, here's the point. This guy's trying to tweet out and do all this other stuff and talk about commercials. But I'll try to keep up with you, Roddy.
If you would, I appreciate it.
If I say something you don't get, I won't bust you on it.
No, please do, because that's the whole point.
But the point is, the last 2 years we've had
miserable
very poor offense on both teams. We played in a rainstorm here at night. It was cold. And then up in Lexington last year, we had some guys out, and we played real close to the vest. They kept the ball away from us a lot, had the time of possession. Let's talk a little bit about this Kentucky team, though. They really have done a good job, Roddy, with the transfer portal. They brought in 3 guys at the offense. Wandale Robinson, number 1, wide receiver. It's kind of a hiccup-type guy that can run bubble screens, can get down the field, is very good one-on-one, and they try to create that for him. Their left tackle transferred in from LSU is a good player. And then their quarterback is from Penn State. Will is a really good, strong, physical guy. He's not real quick. Got a pretty good arm. He's a lot better on play action when they got the threat of the run. He's not a drop-back guy. If you watch the Los Angeles Rams that, do all that play action and all those funky formations, tight wing, shifting, a lot of sugarcoating stuff, that's what they do. Coach Stoops brought in a new offensive coordinator. It's a Cohen guy from the West Coast. And they've been pretty effective when you look at their record. I mean, 6-0, but they also went to the wire against Chattanooga. They went to the wire against Missouri, who lost another one today, and South Carolina, who hasn't won a conference game. They ran the clock out there with the last minute to win very close game. So they haven't been tested like they are. And then the big win is the one they're showing now against Florida, when Florida had 15 penalties, outgained them 2-1, wasn't it, Roddy? Something just unbelievable. But they're doing the same thing on their
home, like you were saying. They haven't been on the road. That crowd at Kroger, as you know, can be loud as hell.
Yeah, this is the most effective they've been. Coach Stoops had a one winning season where they won 10 games, but 55-50.
So are we too? Am I too worried about this Kentucky team?
I'm worried about their ball control because but
because I'm worried.
I'm always worried. But the thing about it is, a lot of times when you get that windy conditions, you get some underthrown passes or overthrown, and it looks like we're getting kickoff, so that's good. We'll find out what they can do against the wind with our students right in their face down there, and should knock this one out of the ballpark here. You can see the flags. For us, I mean, 12 miles an hour is pretty good, in this part of the country. In Oklahoma, average is 15. And the way you could tell the way the wind was blowing out there, every morning my wife would go out to the porch, and if it was blowing from the west, it was a Los Angeles Times, and if it was from the east, it was the New York Times. I
fucking fell for it. I thought you were real.
Hey,
you were honest.
You got a lot of stuff blowing up in your yard out there.
Right, everybody's waving. Kickoff's coming. I'll count it down. I'll tell you when the toe meets leather. There it is. Toe meets leather.
He really didn't hit it very far.
He's gonna bring it out, Coach.
Yeah, I mean that's amazing.
Yeah.
They're gonna hit it on the 26. All right, let's watch the formations and see what they try to do. Going after this Georgia defense. And I could see us playing a defense where maybe Adam Anderson might be the star today. He might be the nickel guy against this running stuff. If they got 3 wides, we might go back to Breeny.
Talking about Anderson in the nickel.
Yeah.
Because we heard about that in the spring.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that we can't tell right now, but against that look, he won't be in there. He got 3 wides, but.
So I don't see Chris Smith in there.
We got Jackson back there. You can see he's a safety.
Yeah.
We're in a two shell.
Right up the gut. 4-yard pickup.
One thing that they'll do is limit your possessions. They make a lot of first downs, and they try to keep you off the field. I mean, it's kind of like Paul Johnson offense at Georgia Tech. So they don't really run a lot of tempo. Look how long it takes them to run every play. We'll watch that. Like right now, they're still in the huddle with 20 seconds to go.
That place is loud.
Reverse. They got it
Big
for a
Anderson out
second.
there, Nakobe.
Got to make the play a little quicker there.
Yeah. It's a good block on Adam Anderson. The guy got to his outside shoulder, turned him in. Let the guy run right past him.
Well, anytime you can hook Anderson, you're doing a good job.
Yeah. I'm thinking back in the day, how would I get past that guy as fast as he is? And he sees you coming. He knows what you're trying to do.
Yeah. See, the thing they do is they come out of the huddle so you can't get lined up, and from a standpoint of waiting until the last second because they don't want us to stem, which we like to do, and that's good coaching. You can run a sneak.
Do it quickly.
Yeah, and we didn't have enough guys on that side. Did you notice that?
I did not notice that.
Yeah.
See, to my untrained eye, it looked like he went just right up the gut.
Well, he went to the bubble look, but this is kind of funky here. They got no backs. They might take Rodriguez back and.
Uh-oh. All right, 13.
I don't know if we got. We might have
24, 13, 23.
We might have too many guys on the field here. Hopefully.
All right, cross the 50.
Very good job by formation usage there of spreading us out and making it hard. There's nobody lined up on the guy right there. They're going to work empty there on Jackson. I mean, you see how far off the ball he was?
About 17 yards.
They like that matchup, Wandell against him.
Yeah.
They showing early on here a lot of formations. Play action. That's a good stop. Yeah. Substitute another back in there already. McLean comes in for Rodriguez.
12:34, 12:33, 12:32 for those trying to sync it up. Like I said, just pause your TV, and we should be right with you there.
The good thing about this drive for Kentucky is they're getting confidence that we're running our stuff. I heard Coach Stoops say, hey, we can't get caught up in about Georgia. We just got to beat Kentucky, which this is what they're doing. Right here, they could throw a bubble screen to the guy.
12:08, 12:07, 12:06. All right. Hey, don't you know when you pick up 9 yards on a carry?
Hopefully it's holding here.
Yeah.
We need a penalty.
You need something to stop it.
Those are kind of things that help Georgia because of the confidence level that Kentucky had there.
Yeah.
This is not the kind of team that likes to. You see that they don't have enough people on the line. You got 5 guys in the backfield here, so.
Well, left tackle is pretty deep too.
Yeah, well, they wanted to get 5.5.
They're 5.5. All right, 11:44.
You notice here they've already had the ball for 3.5 minutes, and
11:40, 11:39, 11:38. Oh my goodness, Jalen Carter just killed that play.
All right, we got our man Dane coming in from left field.
Y'all miss me?
We did.
Yeah, we missed you for a long time.
I'm going to see if anyone in the comments ask about me. Otherwise.
No, otherwise we'll know you don't need to be there. Just double check our audio if you would.
Will do.
Good 2 first downs on us, Dane. We threw a little pass to Wandale Robinson and then ran a quarterback sneak. This is where you don't want to be if you're UK right here. I could see him trying to go for a double move here and just go for a touchdown, which hopefully we won't be one, but that's give up there.
Yeah,
That was a defensive call by Coach Stoops there. Hey, let's punt it. All right. But I want to just reiterate this one point here and make it very vivid. We're not going to get a lot of possessions today. I mean, they did what they want to for their defense. Right there, this quarter is 1/3 of the way in, and we haven't touched the ball. So instead of a normal, unless there's a couple turnovers, instead of the 12, 13 possessions, you're going to see 9 or 10. And my man Brent Rollins brought that out to me earlier in the week, and he was would he call a fair catch or not?
I don't think he did.
Well, we're lucky there.
Yeah.
So they definitely going to take a commercial here, so you can tell us about some of your stuff here, Radi.
Kieris, John Jackson.
Not a real good decision there.
It's just a good way to get yourself knocked out, too.
But a lot of times they don't leave, but they might.
It's CBS. They're going to take a commercial if somebody hiccups. They're going to be gone.
But I just want to make sure you got that, Radi, about how much they keep the ball away from.
Well, so when you only have, like you said, 9, 10 possessions, you got to make the most of them. If you wind up missing on one.
You just got to have a good feel for what you want to do.
You're talking 21-10, 21-7 type game. A third low-scoring Georgia-Kentucky game.
Yeah, unless
the unders, what
unless we can keep getting them to get a few penalties, that helps too.
All right. I do want to mention our friends here at Bud Light Seltzer, the ones that take care of us, Leon Farmer, Kathleen Mansfield, the folks that set this up for us. I want to let you know that the Bud Light Seltzer is back this season. It's a sponsor of our shows. It means a lot to us. The reason I talk about them so much is they only have 5%. I mean, they only have 100 calories. They're 5% alcohol, which would make you think they're a little higher calories, but they're not. It's just 100 calories for each one of these. So myself, who's lost a little bit of weight, switching from beer to seltzer has probably been a big, big thing for me. It just has just a little bit of sugar, very low carbs, no aftertaste. I know you can get some of these drinks and flavored things, and they have this nasty aftertaste. You have to chase it with something. You don't have to worry about that with Bud Light Seltzer. I'm just very happy that they're a sponsor. Glad they've been doing it the last 2 years. And they got new flavors coming out. They have the fall flannel pack that has apple crisp, pumpkin spice, maple pear, and toasted marshmallow. I tried them all. They're very good. The toasted marshmallow, I was like, I can't. I am a man. I cannot drink toasted marshmallow seltzer. It's good. It was good. I'm going to admit it. I'll take my lumps. It was very good, and I could see having that around the fire. So when you get a chance, try out our the fall flannel packs by Bud Light Seltzer.
All right, Stetson Bennett on the field for Georgia. First possession on offense. And my apologies for being late. I actually was on campus right beside the stadium at Grady College. We had our homecoming tailgate, and so that's where I've been. And
We settled them down on it.
I figured the show was better without me, but I couldn't
It
stay
is
way
much
too long.
better. Except I only caught half of one of Coach's comments, so I got busted. So I heard it first.
He's trying to do everything at once. He's doing 15 things.
All right, Coach, tell me what you're seeing here.
Well, we're going to get some first downs here. Probably go powder that thing.
Ooh, they came right at the
Left guard.
Well, he just took a chance and ran a linebacker through, and that was a good job. I mean, somebody's got to block that guy.
Yeah.
Really nobody there to do so.
Maybe,
left tackle should have come out on him.
So he's supposed to kind of like chip and release?
There was no chip involved when there was nobody there.
He locked up with him.
There we go. Hit Washington. Turn it up, big gun.
There's a hurdle.
Whoa.
He's a non-athlete at 6'7", 280.
How tempting would it have been to make him a left tackle?
It might have been tempting, but he wouldn't have been here.
I'm just saying that.
This is really good job by our formations here. Clearing out by McConkey.
McConkey's on his knees and he's leaning back against the guy in the block. Oh, I hope somebody got that picture. Hurdle.
I think that's the key to victory today is getting those little 4-yard runs, doing it the dirty way.
We'll drag
them. As long as we stay ahead of sticks, we'll be all right here. This team's going to take some chances. You know, Josh Pascal's had a good career, but he's had a hard time against Georgia. You know, he hasn't had a lot of lost yardage plays against us. He's been a real sack guy, but not against the Dogs. We got a lot of backs in here. Here's Cook out wide.
Go ahead, Cook. Go ahead.
There it is. Come back for the ball. There, Brock. Did you see him just stand there? He's a young kid, but you got to, excuse me for being, but you got to come back and get those hooks. They're not, just don't stand there. Go get it, you know? If he grows and gets it, the guy won't.
But should he have gone deeper? Because now he'd have been short of the first down.
Well, it doesn't matter on second down. Third down maybe, but, you know, he's reading the coverage of his zone, so he just shut it down early. But come on back for the ball and get 3 or 4. This is where we got to do some damage. They're coming after us.
Low snap that got picked up well by Stetson Bennett.
Oh, my God.
There's the wind.
Yeah.
Just the little things.
Yep.
Watch a snap kind of off his shoe tops. Not quite that low, but it was low and left.
Notice Jamari Sawyer in there.
See, you just got to get it out there, Stetson. They're going to play us tight.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to lead him to the sideline on that throw, and if it's incomplete, that happens, but give him a chance.
8-17, 8-16, 8-15, 8-14.
Coach, how does a windy day like this affect punters?
Doesn't affect the punter at all. It affects the passers. Right there, he just had an 80-yard punt, you know, with the wind. But into the wind, you got to make sure you drop the ball a little bit lower on your drop and try to, you know, if you drop it too high, you have a tendency to ball gets hanging on you. But we'll be some directional punts. This is going to be a critical series for Georgia because confidence-wise, this Cat team is on the verge of either being really confident or being unconfident. You know what I mean? Because they had a couple good plays, but then they stopped themselves here. And this is the kind of situation where a great defense takes over. And it's pretty obvious right now we're going to have to run play action on these guys. They're not worried about doing anything but playing the run right now. You know, I mean, third down, of course, it didn't matter, but and that route there was heavily affected by the wind. You know, I mean, if you're throwing an out route into the wind, it's hard to gauge it. And he never was on rhythm because of the low snap.
Yeah.
But
it's like you said, Coach, the little things. If Brock Bowers comes back to that pass a little bit, if Jamar is able to chip and release, are they even in that position on that third down?
Here's what I like, though.
Same with Kentucky in that first drive.
Here's what I like is as long as we make these guys go 80, 75 yards, they're not a big play team unless Robinson break a big play. You know what I mean? So we're going to have to formation these guys and get some people in space because they're really ganged up on the run. I mean, they've made 2 really good stops.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing you want to do when you defer and you take the win is you want to make them punt one time into the win when they're on your side of the 50, and then that changes field position. But they make a couple first downs and you're looking at the long, but you get the ball 40, 50-yard line. Let's see if he steps into his, watch his left foot. Does it step at the target or not? Let's see what happens. Pretty good step there. He just didn't follow through enough. It didn't have enough juice on it. Great protection.
Yep.
He doesn't like it. You can tell he's still got bad body language about it.
Yeah. All right. 8:12 to go. 1st and 10. Oh.
Another one of those easy things. Kentucky uses a lot of motion in its offense and tries to create those things on the outside.
Yep. You missed our pregame show.
Ooh. Like I said.
Or maybe I was listening to it and just wanted to sound smart.
Yeah. Those are kind of things that help a defense right there. I mean, who's to say we would have tackled the guy? Remember Brainy missing last week?
Yep.
So
8:09.
Let's get him back here. This is going to be a run, I promise you. Stop.
So we praise Jalen Carter every week, but one area that he actually struggles in is tackles. He's given up, I think, 5 missed tackles on the year, and that was another opportunity there. It could have been a tackle a yard or 2 after the game.
We'll still let him play.
We should. He's the best.
Adam misses one more. I'm going to get on the phone, call Lanning to yank his ass.
Here's again. I mean, these guys eat clock.
Yeah, 7:34, 7:30.
Please get them off the field here. Please be an incomplete. I can see a quarterback scramble here. This is something he could probably.
Let's just have a defensive score here.
Oski!
Oh, he got tripped.
We had it if he hadn't tripped. Great break on the ball.
Do you see Walker all the way down the field?
Yeah. Nice series by the Dogs here.
Yeah.
Walker's got the flair there.
Yep.
Oh, it's not Walker, but Nolan Smith
had the flair, and Walker looked like he was
I tell you,
in the middle of the field.
If Walker ever intercepts a pass, you'll really be impressed with that 290-pound athlete. Probably go down and dunk it.
Where was Trayvon? Looked like he was lined up with a middle linebacker.
They're in that Jaguar defense, and he's just going back underneath. Watch him back out. Well, he'll back out. So he was on the other side. They have to call a timeout there?
Yeah, I think their play clock was about to expire, Coach. So
on 4th down, that play didn't count. Or is it punt now?
I think they have to punt now.
I don't
see why they didn't roll the punt team out.
I hope that 3rd down wasn't that they call a timeout. Because they'll get another one.
Oh, yeah, that better not have.
Shit.
Let me
what does it say? Did they call a timeout before the ball was snapped?
Yeah, apparently Kentucky called a timeout before that 3rd down play.
God almighty.
I thought I may have heard whistles, but
that's too bad.
Refs got to stop all the action.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Roddy, do I see that you have your camera on the stream as well from down there?
Yeah. I realized I could start it from down here. I didn't, but I saw that.
But I'm saying I could pop this up here.
Yeah.
On the side. Hey, and here's Roddy.
Oh, wait, wrong camera.
Real break for the Cats.
But what I was thinking, though, is we could actually add the.
I'm just having fun now. Sorry. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm messing you up.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what you want.
Yeah.
So you
take me on. We can just pop to that during the commercial sometimes if you want. Just show them the latest stats.
We can get full screen too.
Yeah.
We'll pop this up here and check it out. Total yards right now, not many. 28 for Kentucky, 22 for Georgia. Still early, but not crisp execution on offense from what I've seen.
Just had one bad play, Dane. Come on. You didn't throw the ball very good to the guy.
But on that one play,
okay,
was it not crisp?
I mean,
execution?
Well, yeah, and you also had two guys blocking that defensive or outside linebacker, and nobody picking up the guy coming through that B gap. But you guess they got to guess sometimes. Yeah, so you're right, Coach. They get that 3rd and 6 back again. 7:16 on the clock.
Tackle. All right.
No.
Oof. Hey, they weren't blowing whistles. You have to keep going.
Yeah. But see, they don't blow whistles, and then you throw a guy to the ground, and they throw a flag for unnecessary roughness. It's like, make up your minds, ref.
They're going to throw it if you – see, we weren't lined up here.
Oh, you're right. Jalen Carter was still walking.
It's a very good job by Quay Walker getting off a block here.
Yeah. Devontae White covered about 30 yards on that play.
I would love for this guy to hit a shank here.
Just a smattering of blue in the sands, mostly red.
Backwards.
Got a chance. It's a low ball.
Punch, yep. Oh.
What are we doing? God mighty.
See, this
he got rattled on that first one.
Yeah.
He had a chance for a low kick on a return there.
Yeah.
Tough to catch in the wind. We talked about before the kicking game makes a difference in the wind, and Dane was talking about how you check the punter, but as far as catching it, it's tough. A little different look here with two backs with the Dogs.
6:24 first quarter. Georgia on offense. Here's Cook in motion.
I tell you, their linebackers are just coming like. I mean, there's no chance right there.
You got to think there's some RPO action to some tight ends that will be available if they're going to play like that.
Here's Jackson in there.
Pretty good shot there.
Coach, you love the moving pockets.
Yeah.
Good job by Cedric Van Pran.
Hadn't seen Burton yet, have y'all? Here they come. Right there, they had a corner blitz, and the safety didn't look like our X was on the same thing with him. Their whole game plan right now is come after us on the running game, first down.
Oh.
All he had to do was read the safety blitz there. Now they're playing zone on us.
Yep. 5:33 on the clock, folks, if you're trying to sync it up at home.
Jeez. One little shoestring there by Pascal.
That was almost a 30-yarder. Oh. So they're talking about the guys that are out, Coach. They're basically just replacing them by shooting those linebackers up through the gaps.
Right. Well, I mean, you can't.
I mean, replacing them, but just
you don't have enough
number standpoint.
You don't have enough people to block them if they bring 6.
Yeah, I'm saying.
So we got to use some motion guy to kick them. What's the deal here? We don't usually take timeouts.
No.
That's not right. I mean, what happened?
Apparently Georgia had 12 men on the field. Georgia has to burn a timeout. Too many men on the field. 3rd and 5 play coming from the Bulldog 45.
A lot of pressure today, man. You're number 1 team in the country, ranked.
Yeah.
Making mistakes, dropping punts. just relax a little bit here.
Yeah.
You get this crowd in the game and get ahead. These guys are being effective in the fact that they have utilized ball control on us enough where, pressure's on.
So what do you do when they're coming at you on that first down? We see them sitting.
You got to throw the ball behind them some with play action, or like Dane said, RPOs, or just misdirection like he did, bootlegs, and let them keep coming, or run a little flip play where we take a ball outside. But the inside zone is not set up for plugging linebackers. Outside zone is because you can go and take the next guy. But we missed a block on one of them there early before Dane got here. Our left tackle went inside when he needed to go pick the guy coming up. You can't seal a guy to the inside in a 3 technique when there's a threat of the the backer coming through. I mean, you can come down, but you got to step back out, and he didn't step out at all. What I like to do against that's a little what we call JoJo block, where the tackle blocks down and then the guard comes around for the backer, and now you got him sealed and you got a guard on him. But I can see us running a little motion there to kick these people out, and maybe a little misdirection because they're coming at us. But a well-coached team, they know, hey, we're pretty early in the year. I mean, after 6 games, we're a heavy run team on first down. I mean, they're trying to get us in second down.
I mean, you think about some of the plays that have been open to work, the pass to Washington, the pass to Bowers was there. If the linebackers are coming down, like Coach said, there's space there to be dealt with. And even if it's covered by a safety or whoever, I think you like your chances with a Darnell Washington against a safety or star player.
Yeah.
You were wrong for that tweet.
Darnell or Bowers.
You like that?
Kick Rocks Barefoot says Kentucky's going to run out of juice. You hope so.
Take it easy, Kirby.
It's a 5:02. It's 3rd and 5.
They got the pressure on us.
Yeah.
We pumped
Young,
and hesitated.
Is that 80?
McClendon just
got a block better than that. Let's pin them down there, Jake.
Yeah.
Field position already crucial. I mean, it always is, but
he hit this one really low. That guy's going to let it bounce. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
I like that.
Who downed it? Who's 13?
No,
we got so many different numbers here. Guys have 2 numbers,
Isn't that Lavoisier? Of course, he wearing 30.
12 is Carroll, isn't he?
Yeah.
Let's
They've
just
changed
try to read
numbers.
it.
Is that Lassiter?
I think it's Kamari Lassiter. Yeah.
Kamari Lassiter.
Yeah.
Good job by him. He's got some hops.
Yeah, he does. All right.
Watch him going deep. Watch him going deep first play.
Right at Quay Walker.
And away from Jordan Davis.
That seems like a good plan.
They coming quick on us.
Surprised by that.
Oh, my goodness. Oof.
Flag on the play.
I hope it's motion on them.
Yeah.
We can't sub on these guys right now. Holding on them.
Yeah.
That's right. Holding white. I don't care what number it is, just white. Right now, Lanning and Kirby got to realize these guys are going to not let you sub.
Y'all may have discussed this before I got here as well. But, Coach, have you seen how they're snapping the ball quicker than teams have against Georgia? So some of the stemming and the penalties, the motion penalties, they're not happening because they're snapping it almost instantly.
Well, to a certain extent they are, but they're staying in the huddle longer and then snapping it when they come out. That's what they did early, but on that one they did for sure.
Yeah.
So once they get set, how quick do they snap it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get a chance to move around.
A little slower here.
Ooh, big gap there. Dan Jackson with a big tackle.
You can't let them get that. It's a big play of the season right here. Reason I say that, if they have to punt here, we got the ball on our side of the 50. If we can catch it.
The right guard did a good job of just shifting
3rd and
Zion
1.
low.
What was that, 2nd down? And I thought
it was 2nd and 10. Because there's a half the distance.
Unbalanced line.
Yep.
Going to run to their right.
Yeah, they got everybody over there.
God, you got it.
Yeah. Wow.
Great job there, baby. I just think that's a terrible call.
I was about to say that was a.
I mean, if I'm Stoops, I'm saying, look, you're going to unbalance line. Look how many guys we got over there.
Yeah.
Look, that's Jordan. Look at Jordan penetrate.
I was about to say the penetration by Carter when he just grabs that right guard and pulls him down.
Now here's a chance for a dang punt return. Get that.
He's sticking with Kyrus Jackson. Good. Come on, Kyrus, get it straight.
Let's see you have a bad snap here.
241, 240.
Delay a game.
239.
Delay a game.
Yeah.
Not called.
All right, we got it on the 50 here. Let's go do some work.
47 probably. No.
Come on, Roddy, quit trying to bust me.
I guess
That's a 50.
it looked like it went out earlier. I was hoping they'd have it on their side of the field. What do you know about football?
Your goal is to bust me any way you can. When I saw it go out, it went out on the 50.
Coach, I love you, but if y'all are squabbling, I have to side with Roddy because he pays me.
Yeah. This is a democracy.
It's a jump ball to find something wrong with a coach here today. It's okay. I'm 77 years old. I've got a tendency to be sensitive. Well, we got good field position here. That's good.
Andy Mitchell.
Nice job by Coach Monk and Haley. Run those linebackers on 1st down. We'll throw it out to you.
Well, that's what I was asking. What do you do when they come running?
Well, you see that much space over there as well. They're going to play off like that. That curl's going to be there.
206, 205, 204, 203.
Still playing off of them.
Play action.
All day.
That's why I come back for it.
America's best receiver, Ladd McConkey.
I like the score where we can kick off with the win.
I'm glad he rolled back out there to the right.
Perfect pass.
Two really good jobs of throwing before the guy broke.
131, 130, 129, 128, 127.
We're just not going to run against that look.
No.
The best thing we could do is let Stetson keep it.
How often do you have to keep doing that, though, just to show them that you're trying to run?
Every once in a while. As far as rushing inside?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we'll set some things up.
I'm glad Jamari Sawyer still was able to come back after last week.
I don't understand where Washington is. I mean, we got something into the boundary here. I know that.
Yeah. Those two big tight ends.
Flag on this play. 40 seconds in the first quarter. Tied 0-0.
Georgia did something.
Yeah, first penalty of the game. What?
For Georgia, yep.
Georgia has 69 total yards. Nice.
Who was downfield?
McClendon, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Warren McClendon downfield.
Oh, that was Truss.
Yeah, that was.
You can't go down 73. That's Truss.
Yep, it is.
Was he in for Erickson? I had that one. Great time to run a draw play.
2nd and 13, 20 seconds left, first quarter.
Oh, wow.
Too bad he was open.
Oh, they're kind of calling it a fumble, coach.
If Georgia recovered, that's good, right?
Pascal. That could be a fumble.
Yeah. Well, you notice the ref was basically walking to the ball, and he was just staring at it, waiting for somebody to jump on it. And then the minute they did, he put his foot down.
So they going to review this or what?
Yeah. I'm glad I'm here to keep you guys straight.
Which Georgia player was it that followed to get on this ball? Because most players stopped.
Kittle Milton, I believe, ran down with it. Ooh,
I hope he's not hurt.
Yeah, look at him holding that arm.
God, how many times can you get hurt? Quarterback's arm. There's Pascal on the hurry. Shouldn't have said anything about him not having any.
Yeah,
That's a fumble.
He's still going back.
Who got beat there? Got two guys on the ground there, Schaefer and
Jamari Sawyer.
Fortunately, we recovered it, right?
Yeah.
I hope his arm isn't hurt. The kid deserves it. He got hurt against Florida last year. That's one of the worst things that ever happened to a quarterback. I know it happened to me. Bubba Smith hit me 1966. That was before he was a law enforcement guy. And
when Bubba Smith hits you, you know it.
Yeah.
Hey, resend that link if you would to
Send the link to.
So where we got third and what?
our group chat.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, we got third and 5.
They won't tell us. They got to keep showing over.
Let's see where the ball is.
No, Danielson's got to spend 30 minutes watching replays to show everybody how much he knows.
Third and 4.
3rd and 4.
Clock's going to run out.
So you go from 2 and 13 to 3rd and 4.
Fourth quarter. Second quarter.
2nd quarter. All right.
0-0 is a win for Kentucky in that quarter.
Absolutely.
I tell you what I'd like to see right here is quarterback on the corner, run or pass.
So,
the other aspect to this is Kentucky comes into a hostile environment and holds its own and plays a solid first quarter. Very few procedural mistakes. There were some execution mistakes, yes, but they didn't kill themselves before the snap started, is what I'm saying.
But they've had some critical penalties.
Yeah.
Stopped them on that last series, the holding. The first series that you missed, they had a penalty that
guy in the back, in the back.
didn't have enough people on the line of scrimmage. So they was nothing. Line on the first quarter, 6.5, so they won it.
Kentucky has 2 penalties for 8 yards. Georgia 1 for 5. Georgia 4 first downs. Kentucky 2.
All right. Oh, let's while I'm here.
What's that?
So give a shout out to our sponsors, Bud Light Seltzer. Like I said, I'm having an Arnold Palmer. I've got the lemonade Bud Light Seltzer, and I've got the peach iced tea Bud Light Seltzer. I have it combined in a cup, and it's fantastic, folks. This is the best part of my week is actually watching the game with Coach, and even with Dane here, it's still fun to do.
Thanks, buddy.
And it helps to actually be able to knock back an adult beverage and enjoy that. And it's I don't feel like I'm cheating on my diet because it's only 100 calories a pop, and the 5% alcohol doesn't make me too stupid. I'm stupid enough as it is without it. So.
With as much as you're walking these days, 100 calories is just like
I don't walk very fast.
Bet you walk for a long time.
I do walk for a long time, so it means a lot that Bud Light's willing to sponsor this, and it's something I believe in because trust me, I love a good beer, but some of those beers, especially the Oktoberfests and the Dunkels and all the high gravity beers I like so much. It's a lot of liquid bread. You get really fat drinking that stuff. I can tell you that firsthand. So I love the fact that we have the fall flannels that you can try: apple crisp, pumpkin spice, maple pear, and toasted marshmallow. It may not be the something you thought you should try, but give it a shot. You'll love it. I mean, if you like beer, you're going to love these. So if you hate beer, you're going to love these. It works either way. Also, big shout out to our friends at Athens Ford. Again, if you are in Athens next weekend's bye week, go by on the 23rd. Go by Classic City Eats. Take your kids. There's going to be a huge fall festival at Classic City Eats in Watkinsville, sponsored by Athens Ford. They do a ton in the community. They're going to do a ton for Christmas. They do a great amount of charity work. The Christmas lights out at the Botanical Gardens. Athens Ford is a sponsor of those too. So
I'm excited about that.
I am too. That's going to look great. I've gone to the lights at the Atlanta Botanical Garden. Now I don't have to drive all the way to Atlanta. I can go to the one close to my house.
A lot of people go down to Callaway Gardens, which is fantastic if you're in that area. But yeah. I know my two daughters are excited to go check it out.
Yeah, I'm 49 years old. I'm excited to check it out. But again, that's Athens Ford sponsoring that. So they do a lot in the community. And right now they have great financing deals on vehicles, 1.9% financing for 60 months for qualified buyers. Check them out. They sponsor our show.
All right, Georgia breaks the huddle. First play of the second quarter. It's 3rd and 5, a crucial one, Coach.
We're going to fake this ball inside and bring the guy back underneath in the flat.
Yep, Cook's there.
How about touchdown?
Touchdown.
They ran that play a couple times last year with the same result.
That's a beautiful catch.
I was surprised we dropped back, but the angle route was perfect by Cook. A good clear out and a really good job of Cook coming out of the backfield. Watch him plant and come back underneath the backer. He's to your left. He comes in there and plants back hard underneath. Just perfect route.
The respect for Brock Bowers also drew that linebacker that way. Cook could sneak in behind.
He's pointing to that recruit. Come here and play.
Hey, Travis Hunter, come on.
Coach, before the play, Cook switched sides. He was on Stetson Bennett's right and then got on his left side. How did that set that up?
Well, he didn't want to give away that he was running an angle route to that side, so he lined up the other side to act like his protection was over there, and then the last second move over, and then it gets the linebackers a little discombobulated about, who's got what. All of a sudden, you're backer on one side, and you got the threat of him coming out. Now you're over here, and you're thinking he might come out of the backfield because he's running a lot of wheel routes. And he starts out and comes back underneath. So he didn't have time to think recognition about his alignment there. That was good. Very well conceived there. And, we stopped ourselves a little bit there. Truss came in I don't know if he came in because Erickson was doing something wrong or what, but, he down the field 15 yards on that pass. Even those SEC referees could see that. But, realistically, we've had the ball We've had the ball 2 times, moving the ball pretty well. It's obvious we're going to have a hard time running against them if they're committed. But let's throw the ball. This kid can rock it, man. Yeah. Let's rock it and let him move out. And what is he like? 4 out of 6, or he missed 2 in the first. Maybe he's missed 3.
5 of 9.
Missed. Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to Scott for the super sticker, which. To be honest, I did not know that's a thing.
What is that?
It's like a super chat. I guess you don't have a chat in it, but it's a super sticker. He gave us a tip for the show that we do. That's what super chats and the super stickers are. So if you want to get your comments on the screen or make sure that you have our attention, That's the best way to do it.
Get them to subscribe, and also tell us where you're looking for. I know my neighbor out in California is out there rehabbing from a hip replacement. Marianne Rogers said she was going to watch it today, so shout out to Marianne.
Oh, Marianne Rogers.
Good lady. So let's get some people. Tell us who's watching here.
Well, Scott, he did have an earlier comment that wasn't part of his super sticker, but I'll put them together as a thank you for that. He says, "Hey, Coach Radi and Dane, you are awesome. My best money I spend is on the vent." So he's a member of UGAsports.com.
Let's go for it.
Scott.
Hey, I appreciate that, Scott. It does mean a lot, and I hope when I say that it comes across as sincere, because I realize how blessed we are to get paid to cover Georgia football.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's the greatest job.
Y'all get paid?
Well, not much, but we do get paid. But
I'm gonna at least start charging a little rent to come there. I'm just doing this for.
You get free sandwiches out of it sometimes.
Yeah, where are they today?
I did ask.
You asked me, and I said I was good, but
right.
I didn't know I'd be this late.
Speaking of recovery, Coach, I want to give a shout out and a best wishes to Coach Vince Dooley. Heard on the radio this morning that he fell and was in the hospital while he was working out. It sounds like everything's fine. He's going to be all good, but he's watching.
Hate to hear that. I know Coach Dooley will come back strong. I mean,
well, he was working out, and that's how it happened. He was exercising. That's what Jeff Danzler said it on the radio show.
That's not good.
That is so bad. God,
don't do that.
Into the wind, and you give it to him on the 35. I mean, I hope they're not showing Kirby over here.
Yeah, I'm sure he's low. So look. Yeah, I was right. It was Kendall Milton that went dog on it.
Those guys from Cali knows what to do.
Yeah.
Good job clear out by Darnell there, too.
Yeah.
I'm not real happy with that kickoff. I know that.
No.
Kenny McIntosh still bothered by a hamstring pull.
You're right. Run up.
Just remember, sports fans, they got the win with them this quarter. And I don't think it's that big a deal, but it's just in the kicking game.
Oh, my goodness. Let's go, Decatur. Sorry, I love my Decatur guys.
That's good. I mean, look at this. This is playoff baseball, no hitter.
Yeah. 6 to 8. You just.
My daughter Tammy was talking about when my son-in-law was a rookie playing for the Dolphins, and Dan Marino was a quarterback, and he had one of those watch out blocks, and he said, "Watch out, Mr. Marino."
14-15.
Mr. Marino, yeah. I love it.
Make the tackle.
Yeah.
Little nerves right now for the Cats. We got to make them punt here.
3rd and 12. Indicator.
So 3rd down for Kentucky. We're early in the second quarter. Georgia with a 7-0 lead. 13:48 on the game clock as we see it. 13:46, 13:45, 13:44.
A lot of fans smelling blood here on 3rd down. We're just going with a 3-man rush. Look, we might bring Jacoby through the gas, huh?
He'd be Bales back. Oh, my
goodness. Make the tackle.
Ooh. That was Nakobe Dean putting his helmet in Will's back.
Dan Lanning showing some real funky stuff there. I mean,
I did not understand what happened, Coach.
Can you explain it, please?
Well, I mean, he walked the linebacker up like he's coming, which they explained before the game was one of our favorite blitzes. And then he bailed out at the last second and then just spied on the quarterback and then took him down like a big oak tree.
They had all the interior guys crossed over. Oof.
Oh, yeah, that wind is – all right.
So the bad kickoff doesn't hurt you.
No, it doesn't. I mean, fortunately, we're not back. We're backed up too bad, but we just need to get some explosive plays here. Take over the game.
So what are you calling out of that?
As long as you're one score ahead, Kentucky's good. But you get down 2 against us now. That's hard.
Yeah.
So I have to keep moving the quarterback around. And one thing I always try to do in the wind is don't throw the ball over the middle backed up, because you get the ball tipped, or you know what I mean, and a lot of people can intercept them. So keep it to the outside and maybe deep crossing routes. But we got to keep the one thing that's worked for us good is moving Stetson in the pocket, and I could see us running some screens on these guys too on first down, because they're coming so much inside. But you know, he's calling a good game. I mean, really, he knows what he's doing.
So when they were bringing up those linebackers, is that one of the times that Stetson just keeps and rolls out?
More than likely, but the first couple plays of the game, you don't have any idea what they're going to do. Yeah. So that the object of the element of surprise was there for them. You know, that they were. That's what. Hey, we're going to. And I think one time it was actually a safety that shifted out of the box that came in there. So, you know, you never know what Stoops didn't get there before the game and say, hey, Kirby, I'm going to tell you this. The first couple of plays, we're bringing that guy through the
I'm saying how now that you've seen them doing that repeatedly, you're like, okay, hey, Stetson, just keep it. But now you got to be worried a little bit about his shoulder. I'd be hesitant to let him run.
Yeah, I don't think it was his shoulder as much as his elbow. I mean, just it could, you know, hey, who knows? There's so many different things in your arm now I didn't even know you had that with JT. But he sure had a lot of zip on a couple of those balls after that. I mean, and he's been waiting too long for this chance.
Yeah.
I mean,
he absolutely has.
Do it all, GOAT.
Somebody's giving him some good pictures of Stet. Got a picture with Uga.
That'd be Mama Stetson right there. And he was Stetson the 4th. Oh, I saw that, Stetson. You were hot. That was at the college game day sign that was up there.
Our man Stats putting some of that stuff on these out. Georgia on his mind.
You know, the Bennett family still has the season tickets that they've had for a long time. Yeah. And now they have the tickets that you get with the players. So.
Oh, look at all those tight ends.
Yeah, there's 3 of them in there at the same time.
Boom, 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 boom.
You got to make him miss you here.
He's just going to run him over.
There's holding just because you got that much movement. The damn guy on this side. The commissioner must be here today.
Yeah. Well, he's got 2 undefeated teams. Of course, he's going to be there.
Do it all, GOAT. Thanks for that super sticker. And you tell us thanks for the shout out and that you watch every Sunday is what you say. A lot of people watch us the day after as well.
Call it on Fitz. Show it again. Yeah. Only chance they got. Great field position here.
Yeah.
That's really.
It's ticky-tacky, but.
You can call that on a lot of plays.
Yeah.
There it is.
Woof.
Go on with it. Go on. Go on. Keep going, Milton. Keep going to Cali.
Don't. You slide.
I think they blew the whistle, said he was out of bounds.
Ooh, that was a nice little wrinkle there that the Dogs hadn't showed. Watch this guard pull around. Come on around there and show it. Come on around, guard. Ooh, yes.
Big old Warren Erickson with the crushing block.
Good job by Schaefer, too. We haven't shown that double pull, have we, Dane?
Not that I've seen.
You got the film on live, but
they haven't had confidence that the guards can get around.
Why do you say that? You don't know that.
Because they haven't done it in 6 games.
Well, they haven't done it because they didn't want to show it, man. They sure got confidence in our guards. Now, I'm going to gripe with you on that.
Well, Justin Schaefer hasn't been able to get downfield.
He doesn't have to. He just go to the outside a little bit. But, you know, my point is we haven't shown a lot of our stuff here. Maybe you're right about the confidence, and I don't want to argue with you.
You would know better than me on that one because you've coached games before.
But I don't think he is the guy you want to pull and block the perimeter on. I agree with you there. And excuse me, but I think part of the deal here is we got a new play there that we haven't run that caught them off guard.
And Kendall hit it beautifully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He put that left foot down to get behind Warren Erickson's block, and
when you can come off your 10-yard line, make an explosive play like that, turns the whole quarter around because of the wind. And I keep bringing up the wind because the wind is the friend of the punter right now. You saw that long punt from the Kentucky Wildcats. So this is just a lot of stuff in our playbook right now that Coach Munkin's utilizing. And you've seen all our backs. I mean, Cook out of the backfield. White hasn't really run much today, but that's the longest run of Kendall Milton's career right there, wasn't it? Here?
That's probably the longest run of the season as well, right? I can't think.
The longest run of the season so far was a 30-yard scamper by your quarterback.
That was at least 30, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What was that?
35. So there is your longest rush of the year.
Yeah, Roddy.
What? I'm telling you facts.
Yeah, you were trying to correct me.
Yeah.
No, I was saying so to date it was 30 yards. That was as far as we.
No. I'm
So,
barking back for the entertainment purposes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
I love you guys.
Hey, you saw I turned this thing on without you.
We're all on the same team, so let's just.
We also met hours earlier, and I set it all up.
This is true, but now you told me how to do it. You never teach somebody how to do your job.
I'm expendable.
Gus Malzahn got that Central Florida rolling.
Yeah, that was a rough performance. Gus Bus is broken down.
How about those Oklahoma State Cowboys? Bedlam might be undefeated this year. You got Oklahoma and Oklahoma State both undefeated at this point.
I want to go to that game one year.
I want to go with it with Coach.
Go when they're playing at Oklahoma, don't when they go.
No, yeah, I've been to Oklahoma State. I won't do that again.
Yeah, it's a difference between culture and agriculture.
No.
I don't think many people know the Kentucky 1950.
This is really good here. This is a good chance to fake the cook and work on the boundary here.
1st and 10, 11:45 in the second quarter.
There it is.
Here's your keeper.
Get all you can. Stoops is going to have a coronary over there. You got to play.
He wants a flag really badly.
It's not holding. How's that holding?
Oh, right there.
Maybe the
he wants
outside
one
guy.
on A.D. Mitchell.
That was.
Yeah. Mitchell only had him around the neck.
Having that as an option in your offense is so important.
I think that they were watching to make sure that nobody hit the quarterback, and Mitchell got away with one there. Nice
Good run, Cook.
Wow.
Dance with me, darling. That's just good quickness there.
Yeah, and we as fans, we sometimes give him grief because it seems like he's too hesitant. That's why he hesitates. He finds those little gaps. Nope. Yeah, vision.
We got him reeling a little bit right now.
Yep. It makes my mouth water, Coach.
About time for a little play action here.
Look at them all creeping up. They're all coming up. Oh, my goodness.
Going in there. Oh, there's 3 backs on that series there, triple backs. Milton, Cook, and White, the new law firm for Georgia. Hey, when's the next basketball game? Go Cats.
I don't know who came up with the sign today, but Coach, at the college game day thing, they said a prediction it's basketball season by halftime.
Yeah,
I like that sign. That was a good one.
There's nothing wrong. The guys have had a great year. There's no question about it. But that right there, I mean, you could have run that one right. I don't know. You probably could,
you saw Schaefer come over.
I really like that march there. Just the way 90 yards. I mean, that was George Pickens on the sideline getting ready for the Gators.
5 plays, 80 yards, 2 minutes, 11 seconds.
Actually went 90 yards because we had a penalty.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't give us credit for it.
No, they won't give you credit for that.
Well, they punted in the end zone, didn't they?
Yeah.
So we had half the distance to the goal was to the 10-yard line. So it was a 90-yard march. So they don't give us credit for the penalties, I
No,
guess.
no.
But I'll take it.
They just where you start from, you know.
So
So
if we started on our 40 and had 3 consecutive 15-yard penalties and then scored, it'd be a 40-yard march.
yep. I'm just saying how the stat people do it. That's where
Yeah.
they look at it, you know.
No, I mean that's bullshit.
Yeah, just saying they'll say
Excuse me.
you had a 40-yard drive, even though you went backwards, you still completed it. So remember, the people doing stats are not coaches. I say we,
Hey, y'all
the
do
media
good.
people, they don't.
Yeah, that's okay.
It was like with the team rushing yardage, you get a sack and you don't give them
I will
the
say
net
this.
versus the.
I will say this. We got a few players.
Yeah,
I mean,
got a couple.
So far, you've seen Washington hurdle a guy. Haven't seen Bowers do much yet, but you've seen A.D. Mitchell run a good route. McConkey run a good pressure route. Seen Cook catch a touchdown pass, make a good run. Milton make a 35-yard run. White, and then quarterback run the ball like he did. I mean,
Yeah. Zamir White was rush was 24 yards. So
here's the deal. Please kick this ball deep.
yeah, exactly.
And the only reason that worries me a little bit, they were trying to kick a positional kick because he's worried he wasn't going to kick it out of the end zone. They'd bring it out, so he kicked it too close. But Iowa Hawkeyes coming back now, 7-7 against give a little shout out to Brad Lambert, one of our old coaches here at Georgia, defensive coordinator for the Purdue Boilermakers. And how about Mel Tucker, ex-D coordinator here, undefeated Michigan State Spartans.
Go Sparty.
Hey, I heard on the Fox this morning that Mel's one of the guys they're looking at LSU.
Okay, let's not. I don't want that to happen. I mean, I'm happy for him, but I
Yeah,
don't want him to face him in the SEC.
he's not going to leave there now. I wouldn't think, but
Money talks.
but
But they got money
LSU
in-
won today at least.
They got money in Sparty.
Oh, who'd they beat, Coach?
Some team from area code 912.
I will tell for Georgia fans, it never gets better than having your Bulldogs win. You hope they win this game and have Florida lose. That just
Yeah.
I'd look and see if Florida was out of the SEC East race, and technically it's not yet. It would be
Yeah.
after a Georgia victory.
I would say that.
But for all intents and purposes,
you better
they
beat
out.
beat these guys. 'cause I
Well,
don't
we
know if they'll
got
lose
three
again.
more conference games after this one.
correct.
Mm-hmm.
But if Florida were to win, both would have 3. If Georgia were to lose the other, I'm just
I know you're trying to do the
technicalities.
mathematics. Yep.
1st and 10.
Hit him.
No, they had him. They had him. Oh my goodness.
You can't let that guy hurt you like
No.
that. This is where, from my perspective, you can take over the game defensively like you have. Don't let them get back in it here by making little plays like that. I mean, you can't just go back there trying to destroy the guy. You got to be under control. He's a good, solid runner.
Yep.
Wow, Jalen Carter had so much penetration
Yeah,
on
he
that
did.
play. It didn't really result in much, but
Last time they came out and ran a quarterback sneak here on 3rd and short. Let's see if they try it again. Look at Davis.
Yeah.
And I mean, that was actually Carter. You're right.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Carter.
Ragdoll. Frankie Valley.
Devontae Wyatt got through on the other side.
This is a mismatch up front.
Yeah.
Last time they came out quick and ran a sneak.
Yep.
Here he comes again over right guard. Oh, he fumbled
No,
the
he fumbled.
snap. God
Still
knows.
got it.
Was his knee down? Look and see. Give us a replay.
They're going to say that he got it.
Yeah, they said they've already marked it.
Doesn't matter. You can challenge it. His knee's down.
I
But
think
he-
he
but
picked it back up before he
He didn't have the ball, though.
Yeah.
That's a new technique they use. Fumble and make the first.
Yeah.
That's the kind of prayer Jordan Hare type play.
All right,
8:48,
they're gonna throw here.
8:47, 8:46, second quarter.
Oh,
Running some of those Auburn plays.
Yeah.
Drop it.
Hey, Auburn had a big win today.
Dan Jackson was going to.
Very fortunate there.
Yeah, you got lucky there.
Could have run for days.
$8:42 on the clock, folks.
We got a blitz. Good tackle over there,
Yeah.
Kendrick. We dropped Anderson back. Glad we did. He made.
They say, hey, Travis Hunter, that could have been you on that tackle. They're all standing around. Oh, they had him. Wow.
So in front of that Jackson. Great protection.
Yep.
I mean, Kendrick, you go blitz, you got to come on in there. You know?
Yeah.
7:39, 7:38, second quarter.
Ball, pick it up. Pick it up.
Scoop
Pick
and
it
score.
up.
Scoop and score.
All right. Good job, defense. Got saved there.
Yeah.
Big Jalen.
Like I said, he's been just ragdolling guys. They're going to try to say that it wasn't.
Based on the day, it probably was.
Yep.
No.
Well, he did kind of try to zip it around.
No. You can't overturn that. I see what you're saying, Roddy.
Yeah. She's trying.
Like through the bottom of the throw.
Yeah.
So what are they going to do here?
They're going to call it a throw.
Brian Morin asked, would it be intentional grounding then?
No, they get the ball back. It's not intentional grounding. I mean, they're getting every break. We can double dribble the snap.
Yeah, I mean, you drop the ball on the snap, and he's able to pick it up and get the first down.
Now, when we did it, it was a fumble.
Yeah.
But the guy's arm's moving forward, and he never lost control of it. Hey, SEC, this is your ticket to the national championship game. Help them out. We're not going to get it.
No.
Midway through the second quarter, North Carolina 28, Miami 10.
Was that first down then?
Yep. So. Hey, give him credit. I mean, you get hit by Jalen Carter. Most guys drop that ball. And Tramel Walther back there as well.
Like I told you, these guys got 9 lives. They had it all year long. Cats.
There's a 2nd and 10 for Kentucky. 7:27 left in the second quarter.
Good call. Screen to the tight end.
Yep.
Coach, I'm impressed with how they find a way to get their playmakers in space.
Yeah. Holding.
Yeah, I'm about to say that left tackle's all over him.
It's just a much different looking offense for Kentucky compared to previous years.
He wants to know if we're going to go for it on 4th down. He might throw us a pass here. Of course, he might run a sneak, too. He could do anything. These guys are on Tulsa time right now. They like the quarterback keep, too.
Yeah.
Get it in the hands of your best receiver any way you can in a safe way.
Give them credit. We go ahead 14-0. They've marched the ball here. Three first downs.
Yep.
They got 0 lined up in the backfield here.
605, 604, 603.
Double. They're running a. There was 0. That's the way to get it to him.
Yeah.
Hook and ladder.
.545, 543, 541 for those watching at home. Sorry, Scott.
So we've had 4 possessions in the game. Is that right? 2 punts and 2 touchdowns.
Correct.
Yeah.
Very fortunate there. Got a holding on 7. Really, I'm glad he held him. He was beat. These guys are going for the throat. Watch the guy coming out of the backfield here, and our 7's got him. The thing we've talked about on our website is we haven't played a lot of man coverage, and that was man coverage. Backers on the back, and that's not something we do well. I mean, it's
You're right.
We're a zone team. I don't know that we need to pressure these guys as much as let's make them throw it in front of us.
Surprised Smoke is the running back in right now.
Hit him.
Oh, my goodness. You were there.
A lot of missed tackles.
Yep.
If you're going to come off the edge, you got to come on flat, right?
Yep.
Ooh, that hurts right there. The best player got a hitch in his giddy up.
Running back.
Huh?
That's Smoke, their backup running back. Chris Rodriguez was not in there. He is now. So it's 2nd and 5.
24 is their best running back. I even know that. Screen back across the field.
Yep.
Holding.
That was a well-executed play, Coach.
Just really misdirecting us.
Yep. Quarterback's back there like he's a wounded duck, all the pursuit, and the best running back just waiting on the ball.
Oh, that's a hard hit.
Jalen Carter killed him.
I mean, that took some off of Jalen, too.
Yeah.
Get a delay a game here or something. Help us. It's one time our defense let us down. I talked about how you go up 14-0, you need to get a stop and play action pass.
Wow. Beautiful play.
Well-constructed drive from Kentucky.
Yeah. You can't blame them for throwing the ball there because we're playing the run.
Hard not to be impressed with what they did there. I mean, they had Georgia moving all different kinds of ways.
They had a lot of different stuff going on here. Dan Jackson, man, you got to play action, son. Just the flick of the wrist made a difference in the drive, didn't it?
Yep.
So on that drive, they ran a misdirection screen, a screen to the tight end, jet sweep on 3rd and 1, play action pass on 1st and goal on the goal line. But then 3rd and 10's when their big play was when we ran a corner blitz with Darion Kendrick, and he stopped. And, we had Jackson over the middle there, and he's got to play the guy tighter. What happens there on that blitz is the free safety scene has to go over and play the guy, over there. So when he broke back to the middle, Jackson's got to cover him, and that's where Chris Smith would be making it.
Because you saw Lewis Seen at the top of your screen there over by the sideline because that was his area. So that makes perfect sense.
This is zone blitz.
Yeah.
Zone corner blitz. But right now, their confidence level is back.
Well, the other thing, Roddy, look at how much time that Kentucky just killed off that clock.
Yep. Not going to get it.
Next 3 or 4 minutes is crucial. Kentucky'd love to be down 14-7 at half.
Well, you just got to take it out of them right now. Let them know that, hey, that was your best shot. That's great, but you're not going to get one of those. You're not going to get another one.
I brought your camera in here.
All right.
I can steer over your shoulder.
You do when I'm picking my nose. That'll be the best one. So
I was just trying to see which Bud Light seltzer you. I knew you were doing Arnold Palmer.
Yeah. That was a long almost a 7-minute drive. 6 minutes and 42 seconds. 13 plays, 75 yards. That's going all day. So let me know when you turn my camera on. I'll throw a little Bud Light seltzer in front of it.
I'll put you full screen. How about that?
I'm saying those two together. Put that in. It's good stuff. Coach, that drive lasted 6 minutes and 42 seconds.
Right.
All right, 3:53 second quarter. Georgia up 14-7.
Here's the deal. We should have the ball first, start the second half, so let's go on and not give it back to them for a long time here.
Yeah.
There's the penalty they called holding. My big key is where's Bowers and Washington right now?
Yeah. Yeah. And they got this sniffed out.
Ugly.
Yep.
I know you want to run clock and not give the ball back, but at the same time,
I would think we want to go try to get
Stetson could have kept it.
Yeah.
Score. You don't got to have 10 possessions in the game. This is where we don't want to be in right here, over the middle, backed up.
Bowers, Jackson, Cook.
You're going to throw it here.
Mitchell.
Oh, my goodness. Running for his life.
Kentucky got a new lease on life, man.
Yeah, 3 and out is exactly worst thing that could happen.
Second down play was terrible.
Yeah.
We're kicking into the wind. Let's see you get a good one, buddy. Us an empty backfield on passing situation. Are you gonna?
Ooh, I thought he was gonna block that too.
Great kick. Roll.
So Kentucky is 2 minutes and 22 seconds at around the 31-yard line.
2 timeouts left. This is where you first down, try to get something going with a play action screen or something safe, and then if you get a good gain, then hey, go into your 2 minute. But they've dominated time of possession, that's for sure.
Yeah.
We've had 3 and outs too.
Yeah, they've actually doubled Georgia's time of possession, almost 18 minutes to 9.5.
A bit surprised to see them run there.
I know you're going against a good defense, though. They're not in any hurry here. They don't want us to get the ball back.
No.
2nd and 11. We're at 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. 159, 158, 157.
One bad thing here, we only got 1 timeout left. We can't. Be good to get an interception.
Here's a throw.
There's that screen again.
There it is.
Get him out of bounds.
They got that sniffed out.
Well defended. So 3rd and 11. Georgia gets to stop here. Probably calling that timeout, Coach, or are you happy to go to half?
Well, with the win like it is, you just don't. He probably won't call a timeout.
I like Darian Kendricks telling Nolan Smith, "Hey, don't come all the way in. I got this.
That was a good play.
Let's corral this guy."
Guarantee you that they're going to be really safe here. Maybe a quick screen, something like that. Quarterback draw.
There it is.
Timeout.
Oh my goodness.
Timeout. He called it.
Timeout was called, so Georgia will have it with about 40 seconds left.
I'd go for the block here. Who cares if you're roughing?
You took the words out of my mouth. Send them. Send everybody.
Jalen Carter, just a machine. He's got to be careful about sticking his hand down there and going for the ball after it's over with, though. You know, that's.
Yeah. All right.
We're in for a dog and a cat fight right now.
Donnybrook.
Good football team.
Yeah.
No turnovers. Very few penalties. Just enough penalties by both teams to hurt, but good scouting report by us talking about limited possessions.
Yeah.
And regardless, I shouldn't say regardless of how this game ends up, Kentucky has a lot to gain by playing this competitive.
By what?
By playing this competitive. If the schedule's so easy for Kentucky after this, if they win a couple of games and they had a good showing against Georgia, even if it was a loss, I wonder if 11-1 Kentucky would have some discussions at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Check this out.
It could, but the big thing for them right now, they think they can win this game. When I do too, I think they're in good position with our ineffectiveness offensively to run the ball. We're having to count on passing. We need to probably pass more on first down and then maybe run on. They're knocking us out on the running downs, aren't they?
Yeah.
We're not generating enough offense to. We might be going after it here.
They acted like they were.
Curious Jackson.
What the?
Might be finding Lad McConkey back there before long.
This is almost like having the yips.
Holy smoke. That's 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
And he's back there because he can catch it. But that just shows you the wind makes it tougher.
Yeah.
I could see us falling on the ball here. You're going to get it the first possession of the second half. Got no timeouts left. Chances of scoring are very nil. We're going to fall on it.
Yep. So it's going to be halftime. Georgia 14, Kentucky 7.
So check out this stat comparison, Coach. Georgia has 186 yards. Kentucky has 188 yards. I mean, only 2 yards differential there. But, of course, they've had the ball. They had the ball for 19 minutes and 35 seconds. Georgia had the ball for 10 minutes and 25 seconds.
Right.
So.
Very much like if you look at the stats last year, first half is about like that, wasn't it?
Yep.
As far as us having the ball, what we had like 14-3 at the half or something. The final score is 14-3, but.
Kentucky's rushed for 38 yards. Georgia's rushed for 110 yards. Tell us your trick plays, Coach.
Yep.
Kentucky's passed for 150 yards. Georgia's passed for 76 yards.
Yeah. They really hadn't thrown a pass over 10 yards either, have they? All their passes have been a little behind the lines.
Individual offensive stats for Georgia. Stetson Bennett, 5 of 10 for 76 yards and a touchdown. Kendall Milton, the leading rusher, with 36 yards, most of that on that one long run that was 35 yards. Zamir White has 32 yards on 7 carries and a touchdown. Stetson Bennett, 2 carries for 26 yards. James Cook, 2 for 17. It all adds up to 110 rushing yards on 14 carries for Georgia.
You're right about the coach. They don't have a pass play longer than 16 yards for Kentucky.
Yeah. Doing a good job of. I mean, we've had a couple close to sacks, but
yeah,
you know,
there were a couple times I thought they just had him. They're all around him, and he's able to squirt out of there or get a pass off.
It's a good, solid team.
Yep.
Well, shall we take a halftime break? Thanks to our friends at Bud Light Seltzer and Athens Ford. We'll leave the scoreboard up here with the stat sheet that Radi has on his computer. We'll leave it up here. We'll be back just a couple minutes before the second half. We'll get you resynced back up so you can use this as your second screen experience.
Grab that camera, that on-campus camera.
Let me. Yes, I can. Hey. I'll check it out. We'll be back for the second half. Thanks for watching the UGA Sports Watch Along Show.
Kirby Smart, interception.
We're back just in time to see a clip from 97.
My dog. Hey, Schlebog, come get your pooch.
Did you see the dog, Coach?
Yeah, I saw it. That was Brad Lambert trying to get it.
So we are back for the second half of Georgia versus Kentucky. This is the UGA Sports Watch Along show. I'm Dayne Young. That's Radi Nabulsi. This is Jim Donnan, the College Football Hall of Famer and the former Georgia head coach. The Bulldogs have a 14-7 lead at halftime and will get the ball to begin the second half. And it's probably an important one, Coach, to set the tone for what this half is going to be.
Yeah, I mean, wind-wise, I mean, the wind hadn't affected anything much except the kicking game. The punting team has had a big advantage as far as changing the field. We haven't been able to catch the punts very well, but you knew coming in you were going to be limited if you didn't get them off the field because they take clock and they wear it out. I mean, I would do that if I got my team and I know my defense is limited, playing without 2 D linemen. So, like we said, 19 minutes of possession time to 11. Dogs got 14 points, though, and we can move the ball on them. We just can't play scared here. We got to just, there's no question that they're selling the ranch here and playing the percentages that we're running the ball on first and second down, and that we, and then on third down, they come on with some heat on us because that's not our style protection-wise. So we got to move the pocket, run some play action, and just understand that we're not going to stop this team dead in its tracks. They got too many ways to move the ball. I mean, that's advantage in an offensive team. You can run and pass, and you got a quarterback that's mobile. So, they got to help us a little bit like they did. 2 times they got penalties, put them behind the sticks. They dropped a crucial pass. So the pressure is really on us right now. I mean, their team's playing with house money. I mean, they had a great drive, 80 yards when they're down 14-0. And, we got to squelch this momentum. And the longer this game goes, the better chance Kentucky's got because, they got some firepower there. And they're going to have the clock, the third quarter, they're going to have the wind. And just make sure you keep that lead and go into the fourth quarter and get out of it with the win is what we got to do.
Yeah. Seems like they have a very good game plan on their part, Coach, on both sides of the ball. They seem to they did their homework.
Yeah, you're not going to be a drop back pass team against us. No. I mean, you got to have the threat of the run on every pass, which they've done. They've run a misdirection screen, which we talked about. They screened to the tight end off the boundary when he was the only receiver over there where you don't think. They ran a quarterback halfway across the field and threw back to a guy, and we ended up in man coverage there, and Quay Walker got a penalty. So we've got to play like we're the better team, which we are here, and understand you're going to be in some fist fights. If you're going to win the World Heavyweights Championship, you're going to have some people that are going to take you 12, 15 rounds, and that's what happens. Every game's not la-di-da.
And you saw the football available with some fumbles in that first half or some kind of weird. Was it a fumble? Was it a incomplete pass? What I'm saying is one team here in this half I think is going to get a turnover that really changes the complexion of the game. Which one will it be?
Yeah. I'm with you there. It's always terrifying when you're trying to avoid an upset to see a turnover like that. Hey, Gary and Brad. For everybody that's watching the show, we really appreciate you doing the watch along with us instead of listening to Gary and Brad. Nothing against them, but Coach Donnan knows 10 times more than they do about this team.
Yeah.
And
pause your we should be right on 15 here, and let's see what our mode of attack is. Hopefully they'll give us a camera on it.
So if you're just joining us, we'll give you the clock. It's 15. They're about to snap the ball. There's a snap. those are the big Darnell Washington.
Yeah, you just got to throw the ball better. I mean, hit him in stride.
Yeah.
I like those throwing on first down. I mean, that was one of the things I said.
Yeah.
Keep on doing that shit. Turn the field around. What was that, about 15-yard game? Let's don't miss the
16.
game listening to Jamie Erdahl.
16 yards, coach. So you were right.
We're going to miss this play.
No, because we got to show the flag. The wind. Oh, my goodness.
Ugly.
Help you sync back up 14-20, 14-19, 14-18, third quarter.
Our best choice running the ball to me is the toss, the flip, anything to the outside. Right at these guys, they got too many people in the box.
$13.59, $13.58. James.
Tight formation here. Should bust somebody open here. Great screen to the tight end.
Yep.
Oh, with it! Take it to California! But we got another blocking, holding downfield. I don't understand why we hold. God knows.
It's all.
We just, every time there's a screen, we get a goddamn holding penalty.
Might have been Schaefer. He was so far downfield. Schaefer. Yep.
Great call by her. We did the same thing they did. When you're out in the field like that, just fall down, Schaefer. You don't need to do anything. Grab his jersey. Jeez. Oh. I'm telling you, this team has got more cat lives than anybody I've seen. They just keep it.
They won't. Yeah, they won't die.
I mean, but fortunately, we got a lot of that gain there. I think we made a first down, didn't we?
Yeah.
Was that a first down after the penalty?
That's what I'm trying to figure out because they cut. It says Brock caught at the UGA 39. It advanced to the touchdown, first down, scored nullified by the penalty, holding on Schaefer, and forced 10 yards from the Kentucky 34 to the Kentucky 44 from the spot of the ball, from the spot where it occurred. So 25 yards credited to the passer and receiver on the play.
So that'd be a first down.
Yep.
Yeah. Very good release by our quarterback there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And very good call by Munkin, which we talked about. I mean, I'm not going to say I said it, but I mean, you got to get the ball to these guys. I mean, Washington and Bowers are just so much better than, some of these. I think McConkey's coming along, Mitchell, but, you just know Bowers, if there's a play to be made, he's going to make it, isn't he?
Yes. He's the team's leading receiver. Just feed him.
Well, that would have just been a killer play right there. Here's the thing. If you're coaching high school football or junior high and you have a lineman in the open field, just tell him to go out there and do all he can to get in the guy's way. But you're trying to block a guy that's a lot faster than you and more elusive, and there's no way you're going to be able to block him like you do a 300-pound lineman. So you can't count on you using your hands there. I mean, we
were told to put our hands out. So don't run him out. Just make him run around you. Make yourself big.
Yeah, just shield him. I mean,
exactly. Just a big shield. Like, get out there.
Man, people just don't want me to relax. God knows. It's the second time today, the sack that ended up being a fumble that ended up being an incomplete pass changed the game.
Yep.
And then that play right there, no way they're coming back 2 touchdowns on us. This guy's such a player. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but you can't grab cloth.
No, they see that part. I mean, if you're in the tackle box, you get away with that stuff, but 30 yards downfield.
Munkin's in his element right now.
13:39 in the third.
Reverse.
Look at the block by Stetson Bennett. What a block by Stetson. I love it.
Mucking ain't flip-flopping around now. This is a hard reverse, too. See what he did? He just shielded the guy. Shield.
Boom! Put your helmet in his face.
Brilliant coaching so far by Munkin.
1309, 1308, 1307.
Wow.
Some tough running from James Cook.
That was.
I like the outside play a little bit similar to what we ran when we ran a double kick out. You got to keep coming with Bennett on the runs here, too. We need a touchdown.
But with the reverse and the inside screen, like you said, Coach, some of the things that Kentucky was doing to Georgia, Georgia's coming right back with some of the misdirections. And
tough field goal right here, too. End of the win. Tough.
Second and 7, 12:30, 12:29, 12:28, third quarter.
Well, if you score a touchdown, you won't have to worry about it.
Good check off here. Good check off. We got protection. We got man coverage. Let it go, baby.
He sees it. He sees it.
Oh, he's a great player. Oh, what do we have a penalty here? Holding on the offensive line?
I wonder if they're going to call PI on defense.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think that guy tried to tackle defense.
Go to your gun there.
You almost act like he's a good player, Coach.
I mean, how about that double clutch? I'm just going to say this for Todd Munkin. First of all, he coached the quarterback to change the protection where we had enough time. He hitched and then just laid the air under. I mean, that's a fantastic job of coaching there. It's just a little thing there. Did you see our back move over?
Yes.
So our protection was solid, and he had plenty of time to do it. But, boy, I mean, our kids love Bowers. I mean, almost as much as his mom and dad do.
Probably more, Coach. I'm just telling you.
I mean, what an athlete on that drive. I mean.
3 huge plays to the tight ends.
Whew, man, I tell you, if you're Kentucky, now don't give me the fact that he, please. He got it all the way.
Touchdown already.
He's touchdown 8 times.
You reverse this, I'm gonna think something's up.
If they reverse that, we're storming the stadium.
We're gonna drive to Birmingham.
Based on this is your ninth life. Well, they got pass interference anyhow. We still got the ball down there. He had it for 2 days and 14 nights. I got to take a break, man. I got to get over to rest home and play bingo. Seriously, how about that for some halftime? What's he saying there? What are you hearing there, Dane?
It's just saying he's got to hold it through the process of the catch. He said, "Don't overturn."
Yeah, about time he called one for standing. Burton, you're just a cheerleader today.
Coach, it looked like to me that was a combination route with Lad McConkey on that side. McConkey goes deep and then cuts back in. Yeah, and then Bowers is over the top on that.
Yeah,
side.
It's what we call switch 999, which 999 or all vertical or all go is if you just take a field and divide it into 3 places here, okay? The middle and the outside, okay? And you try to get the 4 zones on the field, the hash marks and outside and then the numbers.
Right.
So the outside guy goes down the numbers, the inside guy goes down the hash mark. But on the switch, they switch like that, and the outside guy comes inside, and then you go out. And that's what they did, switch 999.
So then when at the beginning of the play, when you say he sees that it's man, because you said good checkoff. He sees that it's man.
What he checked off was a protection. The play was going to be the same regardless. The outside, the receivers, it wasn't any check involved. He just checked the protection to put Cook over there to help where they could slide their protection toward the strength.
But then with it being man, he knew that downfield it was going to be one-on-one.
He's going to be. He had either one of them, whichever one was open the most.
Yeah.
You can throw to the. If they would have played a zone blitz and played 3 deep, then usually the 2 inside guys are on the middle safety, okay?
Yeah.
But if they play man, then you're going to go the outside guy. Does he beat the corner or does the inside guy beat the safety? And that's what he did. He beat him on the wheel route.
That's a hell of a throw, too.
When he had the pump fake on it as well.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if it was a fake. It may have just been he needed to.
It was a nice throw into the wind. I know that. We needed that so bad.
But, I mean, the throw, the route, everything. Brock Bowers, my God. What a catch.
That kid is lights out.
I mean, all year since he got on campus, what has Coach been saying on UGA Sports Live? This guy, Brock Bowers. It's just like last year when we were doing those shows. This guy, Jalen Carter.
Well, I will have to give you thanks for that. I will have to give Radi credit for saying one thing in that countdown, the kickoff, or whatever he does on Friday. He was talking about we should use the tight ends a little more. And, if you look at that series, started with a great crossing route to the tight end, Washington, then the 2 successive passes to Bowers. Good utilization. I always felt like, and I've talked about it a couple of weeks ago, and somebody asked me to explain it. Look at your best 15 or 16 players, and how do you get them on the field? You're going to have 5 linemen, then a quarterback, so you got 6. So who's going the other 5 going to be? What's the combination of it? So maybe 3 tight ends. I hope this guy thinks he can bring this back. All right, defense. I hope they checked you down a little bit here now, and let's play you're not indestructible here now. People can move the ball. Let's go.
Yep. Oh, that would be funny.
What did he say?
They said Brock Bowers is 13 receptions shy of breaking Randy McMichael's freshman record for catches for a freshman tight end.
Randy
probably going to bring it. He got 8 more games.
That's what I'm saying.
Please think you got to throw it.
Yep.
That's a good zone right there.
Yep.
I'm a little closer to feeling like James Brown than I did at halftime.
Yeah.
Well, Kentucky's not a team that has scored a lot of points this year. 42 last week against LSU.
But, you can't say you're going to have 2 80-yard marches on our team in this half. Maybe they will, but I don't see it. Going empty here, trying to hit a short underneath route to one of these slot guys.
Yep.
They only scored 16 points at South Carolina. And they can't catch the ball.
As Rodriguez, your running back. Vanderbilt playing pretty good against the Cox.
I think Levis has played a pretty solid game for Kentucky.
No doubt.
He's played a hell of a game, man. Look at his numbers, composure, escaping.
I like for him to play a bad second half.
That kid's 14 of 18.
I had a few drops, too.
Yeah. I was about to say he should.
Sack attack.
3rd and 7, 11:36.
Oh, they're holding up.
Hello, baby. No.
That's going to be incomplete, right?
Yeah. Keep on dropping it. All right, now, you think you'll put McConkey back there?
No, I think I'll stick with Kier.
It's a good throw.
That was. Kid just dropped it. I mean, right on the money, dude. Y'all are killing your quarterback. I'm glad.
They're going to probably review that and give it to
him. He was down. That's Karras.
Go on and kick it, please. Don't review it. I like to see a return for a
Look how long
touchdown.
they're going to wait and just see. Okay.
That may be a poor decision on Kentucky's coaching staff by not challenging.
He got mad about it.
Yeah, he did.
Attaboy. 38-yard line. We'll take it.
Yeah.
Let's go, Dogs. Don't get greedy. Just be.
Pour it on.
Dance is what brought you there. Let's get a commercial so we can stop the. We need to talk about our people too. I mean,
I was about to say.
it's just ridiculous how good they are for us.
I just say when I think about how good Brock Bowers is, I'm thinking that kid is lights up. So too is our the fall flannel pack from Bud Light Seltzer. I know they toasted marshmallow. That's good. And the apple crisp. You know, for all the people love those ciders. You know, cider is really big this time of year. Try that apple crisp fall flannel seltzer. You will really like that. That is, you know, I've had some of the other ciders out there. I'll put that apple crisp fall flannel Bud Light Seltzer up against any of them.
I love the can design too.
Yeah. I mean, it's a Bud Light Seltzer. It's a game changer, just like Brock Bauer. So that you want something good, 5% alcohol by volume, 100 calories a can, 1 gram of sugar, 2 carbs, basically water, cane sugar, natural fruit flavors, no aftertaste. Hell, it's even gluten-free. You have no excuse not to drink these, folks. So please hit us up.
Roddy, are you a pumpkin spice guy?
I drank the pumpkin spice. I liked, I tried each one of them. I like the pumpkin spice, but I'm not a huge pumpkin spice guy.
You said you tried each one. Did you mean you drank 4 of each one?
No, I drank 2 of the apple crisp, 2 of the toasted marshmallow, and I drank a half of the pumpkin spice and half of the maple pear.
All right, so you're into the apple crisp and the toasted marshmallow.
Well, no, because I really liked the apple crisp, so I drank 2 of those. Then I did 2 of the toasted marshmallow. At that point, I had 4. I was 4 in. And then I'm like, well, let me try these other 2 because I want to say I've tried the whole pack. But if I knew if I drank 2 of each one of those others, I might have died. So,
Hey, you really got a game plan, don't you?
well, hey, you got to go into it, coach, with a good plan.
Yeah.
And you can do it guilt-free because you know you're not going to.
Yeah, 100 calories a pop. I'm like, geez,
We got to get back to that play.
Yeah.
Milton hadn't touched it since that run.
I'm loving these pulling guards, coach.
What a throw and catch.
Hey, I was told Stetson Bennett can't throw the ball very well.
Who said that?
Somebody did.
Yeah.
Also, big shout out to our friends at Athens Ford. Remember this coming Saturday, there's no Georgia game, but there will be the Fall Festival at Classic City Eats. Get out there and check it out.
We got that 13 personnel in here.
Hey, let's go. 3 big tight ends. Darnell Washington, the block right up the middle.
Hey, that's a good look right there.
Yeah.
Let's stay with let McConkey play in those 3.
Mm-hmm.
11:05, 11:04, 11:03. We're in the third quarter. 11 minutes left. It's 2nd and 6. Georgia on the field.
So I saw a big block there by Big O, coach. Who did he pick up?
Outside backer.
Okay.
This is play action.
He swallowed that guy so quickly. I didn't know what.
Run with it after the catch.
Run him over.
Attaboy.
There you go. Oh, ankle breaker.
He's got a lot of confidence right
He does. He should.
I mean, you can say about tackling in space and all, but hey, this guy weighs 220 pounds and runs like a dart.
Whoop, nope. Whoop, nope.
Great job by formation there. Did you see he ran the same exact formation? They condensed the coverage inside, and he threw it to the back out where we had everything sealed. I mean,
yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Munkin just on fire right now. He's probably going to run a reverse to Bowers here in a minute, too. We forgot to mention that reverse, too. We got the reverse to Bowers here if he fakes it to him.
10 minutes left in the third quarter.
Pick up a good block, Kendall.
Oh,
Nelly.
John.
Even John coming through. I don't mean like even. Hey, I'm just talking about. I'm just saying even we're throwing to John. That's what I meant.
So mean.
Hey, I got a lot of confidence in John. I promise you.
You hate John Fitzpatrick, is
No,
what you're saying.
Don't ever say I hate anybody. That's terrible. That kid,
I know you love
that
it.
kid and I got
know
a
you
good
love it.
relationship. I talked him through his injury all summer long. I'm
You
so
took good
proud of
care
him.
I just teased
But I mean,
you, Coach. I know
even
how
that
much you like him.
we were throwing it to all three tight ends. It was a bad case of calling by me, but
No, you're right. That's it. And I'm glad because people don't think he can catch. I'm glad for him to get a shot. Oh my goodness!
Good protection, good throw.
we're just going through the buffet line right now. I mean,
Wait,
you know,
who's throwing this ball?
well, here's what you in the huddle. You're saying, "Eeny, meeny, miny, mo," whichever one of you guys want me to throw.
Jermaine King with a super chat says that alcohol is making me hungry. Jermaine, thank you.
You should have kept it, man.
Y'all, I was about to say.
We need a touchdown here. This is the hardest touchdown in football. I think we can make a first down, can we? 2nd and 9. Go that angle again.
Jermaine is among our most loyal fans. I always love seeing him pop up on here.
I think I've known Jermaine maybe 20 years. Working over at the library at University of Georgia.
Just got to be careful on the penalties here.
You should take him out to lunch when you're on North Campus.
Email me, Jermaine.
Don't throw to the tight end. Yep. Oh!
Did you see him signal to the guy that he's going to throw it to him?
Yep. Just saw the coverage.
I can see us going.
Yeah.
We got some stuff here. We might put James Cook in and let him wheeler dealer here.
Some pretty football from Stetson Bennett.
Yep.
Put Cook in there. See the velocity there?
Yeah. Hey, Coach, how can he have good velocity? He doesn't have a strong arm.
He's
So I'm
going
not going to keep trolling there.
rolling to the right.
Yep. You can see him.
Is that quick
Oh,
pitch?
no. They saw that coming.
Was there a miscommunication?
Well, outside guy, the wings got to come pull out and block that guy.
Yeah.
Brock, that's your man.
Two guys blocked the same guy.
Yeah.
Middle era.
Yep.
Still good drive. This isn't any chip shot here, I can tell you that. Just because of the way this wind's screwy. I hate kicking in the wind. I'm not even going to talk about it anymore. Just pretend it's dry.
26-yard attempt is up and perfect.
He hit the all in the state.
There you go.
So Georgia goes up 24-7 against Kentucky. And I think you're feeling a little more like James Brown by the moment, Coach.
Exactly.
Those guys doing push-ups. That leaning push-up doesn't
I also
count.
feel like Ray Charles, Georgia's on my mind here. I'm just got to say, Todd Monken, offensive staff, you look at Del McGee, the way he uses these backs, and Luke, really, the offensive line. You know, we've had a little pressure on the passing game when it's 3rd down, but play action had no pressure on them. And, you know, of course, Todd Hartley had a great week, got another tight end committed, and Oscar Delp coming in here. He's got to feel good about his decision watching these tight ends today. And then he's probably saying, can you put 4 tight ends in? But John, I was happy for John. That's a good catch. And really, as usual, blind squirrel finds an acorn once in a while. And Radi on his report said we might use the tight ends more. And
but I was wrong. Where's Jermaine Burton and Marcus Rosemary? I said they were being.
I guess they're, you know, Rosemary said he didn't want to play until he played against the Gators because he had a lot of hate. And,
His last play against them was a very fine one.
but what else did you say in that? Let's people need to join the site and so you can read it. But you talked about, I can't even remember, but you talked about some good things about you didn't think JT Daniels would play and that this would either be a blowout or be real tight, and it's been tight. Maybe it'll be a blowout. Who knows? But what else?
I was thinking on that one, being able to use all 3 tight ends would be big.
Spit it out.
You said all 3 tight ends in the game. I thought we'd see a lot more of that because we saw how effective it was against Auburn last week. You know, they got them, they lined them over there together just like we're seeing in the second half. And I thought, well, hell, those worked against them. We'll see it a lot against Kentucky. We haven't so much, but until now, been great to watch. Oh my!
Number 2 team in trouble.
Are they ready to?
They are.
Hey, Coach, do
And
you realize
Cincinnati's 3.
on that last drive, Stetson Bennett was 7 of 7?
Yeah.
That's pretty lights out.
Well, we just got to get this game and cover.
All right, about to kick off again.
Kickoff is in the air.
Nice kick.
That's a booted one.
I think the wind. That's Blaine if the wind's down. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Don't let it.
Yeah, well,
I'll tell you, it's absolutely a perfect day on campus.
so I tweeted about the tight ends. I do a thing called weekly tweet. As we weekly tweet about the tight ends. Oscar Delp retweeted that, so he's paying attention to the tight ends.
Yeah, Oscar. I heard Oscar had some friends here on campus too.
Luther Burden watching the game. He'll be announcing, I believe, Tuesday.
Good tackle from Channing Tindall.
He's going to be announcing where he's going?
Yep.
Has he even made a visit here yet?
Luther Burden?
Official visit?
Yeah, visiting this week.
Oh, that's what I thought. So,
Yeah.
But he's going to visit and then announce Tuesday?
Yep.
I like that. Hey, take those tight ends out. Throw it to the X and what is it? Hey, we got enough of Delp. Now
Yeah,
let's get.
Delp's committed. You stop feeding the tight
He
ends.
said,
now.
"Hey, Coach, I really don't think he throw the wide receivers enough."
6:45, 6:44, 6:43. We're in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 9, Kentucky.
You know what's good for our team though is this game's still on the line, that's for sure. But to be threatened like that and to respond is what, because you don't want to have it happen to you and then you down the stretch and you hadn't been around it. You know, this is good. I mean,
Well, actually, to that point, I said Georgia had not seen adversity,
right?
and you kind of want them to be tested. You don't want them to lose, but you do want them to be tested. You want things to go wrong, and them to be able to pull themselves out of it. And that's so far is hopefully what we're seeing. See if the defense can do it too. After that, they did it on one drive.
Going to try to hit one of these backs out of the backfield.
Yep, he's got him.
Get him down.
Oh,
did you see our guy peeled on 24 there going into the boundary?
I did not. I thought he was wide open.
No, we peeled on that sucker.
Okay, good. Because I was like,
I was happy for that.
Okay.
Watch this peel off here. See the guy right there?
Yeah, see, I didn't see him in the frame, so I thought he was wide ass open. I'm like, this is going to be
we sucked
bad.
him in and thought he was going to have the wheel, but we had our safety on him. Holding.
What? They tackled Adam Anderson by the neck.
Hey, defending the wheel route's probably a good thing to have going well before Georgia's next game.
This guy's a good punter. Get in the end zone. He's helped his average.
I want to say thank you to Drew Torek on Twitter, who told us that the Watchalong show is the best thing going on. You must watch. Thanks for
appreciate
watching,
that.
And I like your Twitter handle, DroopyDog83.
1950. Hey, I watched the Yankees play at Charlotte, North Carolina when I was 5 years old. It was the biggest thrill of my life. My daddy took me from Lexington, North Carolina up there, and I watched them play the Charlotte Hornets. It was fun, boy. Johnny Mize, Phil Rizzuto, Yogi Berra. Wow. Hey, none of you people care about that, but that was 1950. Let's go with some more action here. You got it.
Oh, a little too.
Did Mitchell pull up?
I think we got to be careful about getting greedy here. I think he might have held him.
Yeah, the whole crowd is livid.
Something weird happened there. Let's see.
No, there's nothing there.
It's a terrible release by Mitchell, though. No. He wasted a lot of time there. Let's get the game here. You got Cook out of the backfield.
Hey, we built a graphic. We got to show it.
You got Cook out of the backfield for a touchdown if you throw it. I don't know what's that.
It's going to set up about 3rd and 7 452, 451. We're in the third quarter. 449, 448, 447.
We're going to see if we made some adjustments on the that toss play, because it's there if you block it right. You know, if the wing would have gone out and blocked it. So
you teach those, you bring those guys in and say, look, you got to pick up that outside guy, and we'll seal them off, and that toss will be there.
got a good shot at Bowers here.
Yeah. Oh my.
Poor block.
Yeah.
One more block and you had it. Milton's got to pick up that backer.
Picked up nobody. He got in the way.
That's good disguise by them.
Yeah, that was great.
Scott with his second super sticker of the broadcast.
Thank you, Scott.
Come on, hit one. God knows. Every time we get close to putting these guys away, we have something like this. Aren't you surprised that they haven't taken any deep shots today?
I am.
They haven't thrown one over 10 yards.
I still think that some team is going to see Dan Jackson's out there. He wouldn't be a starter if other people were healthy. Let's try to attack him.
I was going to say, if I know that Chris isn't in the game and I can throw it against Dan Jackson, then I'm tossing it down there, just like they picked on Brini last week.
There's a good example there of first down deep shot hurting you because now you're behind the sticks.
Yeah. Another hold.
He's playing really good quarterback.
Yeah.
Got to read the guard there. Pick him up coming across, Quay.
Yeah.
We got Bill in there now. Bill and
Robert Bill, 33.
Into the boundary. They like to leave little chicken manure backdoor quick stuff.
Great play. $2:52 on the clock, 2:51, 2:50, 2:49 for everybody trying to keep it synced up at home.
I don't know what Ringo's doing here.
I don't know. Ringo's way off.
I guess he doesn't want to get beat deep, which is okay. You got to make him earn it.
Mm-hmm.
2 chunk plays for Kentucky.
Needs some drops. Got an unbelievable percentage passing, doesn't he?
Going to Robinson.
That's not PI.
I like that matchup.
Yep.
He was 17 for 23 before that pass, Coach.
That's really great. We can't play man on that guy with Brini.
No, that's what I was thinking. That's like they're going to throw to Robinson on that.
Need a lost yardage play, boys.
2:18 left in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Kentucky deep in Georgia's territory.
Good tackle, Quay.
Yep.
Let me ask you this. If it's fourth and more than 5, do you go for it or you go for a field goal? Make it a 2-possession game, I guess.
Go for it. They've been having have a good success on this drive. I think that they're going to keep it going.
We're in a 2-deep shell here. We might be playing really off.
All linebackers just took a step backwards too. You're right. There's that screen again. First down.
Man, it's such poor tackling. I'll give them credit now. The disguise of their plays.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, You brought a tight end across, faked the block, and then screened to him. I mean, that's good coaching there.
Yeah. That screen game is just lights out.
Darion Kendrick tried to get around.
Yeah. You always – one of the best things to do against a pass rush is screen and draw.
Yep.
Minute left in the third quarter.
Boot.
Nope,
Ooh.
incomplete.
Oh, my goodness.
That's a big loss if he's out.
Looked like he fell on it.
He's a
Yeah.
heck of a player.
Could have run it.
He really did. It was,
We got to start playing more technique here. We're looking inside of the ball too much.
yeah.
There's again, they got their best receiver on one of our safeties. I mean, they're doing a good job.
Yeah. He was on Brini earlier, then he's on Lewis Seen. That's just won't be long before you have Dan Jackson on him.
I really would like to see us this clock run out where they have to kick off into the wind if they score.
Big thanks to Athens Ford and to Bud Light Seltzer for sponsoring our Watchalong show. And they have been day one sponsors. We started doing this around this time of year. In 2019 was our first season. So we've now done 3 seasons of the UGA Sports Watchalong show. And ever since the beginning, Athens Ford and then Leon Farmer and his crew at Bud Light Seltzer here in the Athens area. Thank you for doing that to make it where we can do this. It's been a massive success. And we have bigger plans and dreams for this too. And that happens if you subscribe to our YouTube channel and share this with your friends.
So we're going to get money from the Mannings for stealing our idea.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, we'll just settle with them sending Arch Manning here.
Yeah, we'll take Arch in the
Just
nothing.
Just, I did see there was a sign at the game day broadcast this morning. Somebody held up a sign saying, "We want Arch." I'm like, that's it. Drive the message home. Keep driving the message home.
Some of these stats I'm seeing with Gunner Stockton, they better be saying, "We ready, Gunner? Let's go."
Well, that paint line they have down there that did the "We want Arch" last time.
Done a good job on Wandell.
Second and goal for Kentucky. 53 seconds. We're in the third quarter.
See him faking to this back and screening to him.
That's screen again. He's what? There he is. Oh, my goodness. That was a huge play right there. Big Nakobe Dean. He's like, man, they're going to throw the screen. Nakobe saw the screen coming.
We had it called on him. Fake to the back and screen to him.
Yeah, you nailed it.
About time. I'm overdue.
I'm just saying, Nakobe also, he's like, I heard Coach say it, so I know where it's going. Look, he diagnosed it. The 2 guys trying to block him.
Good thing he got through because there's nobody else over.
There was a wall over there. 2 guys.
Easy decision now, right? All right, it's third down. Excuse me. Easy decision. Yeah, you're gonna go for third down. Third and goal. Well, can't throw it that short anyway.
That flag.
Are they gonna call roughing the passer or holding? Oh, this is a big flag.
Off. It'll chop block. Take the play, coach.
Yep.
Here's the thing about this field goal. This will be the last play of the fourth quarter, so they'd have to kick off into the win, wouldn't they?
Yep.
They're going to go for it. No, they're not.
No.
Just too many yards, I think, there. I think you have to kick it.
Georgia's due to block one, boys. Block it.
Jordan Davis is going to get through with one of those big paws.
This guy takes too long. Watch him block it.
I'm just saying you have to get it up because he's got his hand on a few. This.
Oh my goodness! Did we block that kick? Oh, Oh, I got to quit.
Coach Stradamus.
I got to quit.
You've caught a lot of them. That may be your.
Practice makes perfect. That's why you practice.
Let's see if it's
Look
Jordan.
I mean, seriously, I want to go back to
It might have been either one of them.
I want to go back to the kick again, though. He waited way too long till the ball's down. You got to, when the ball's down, you got to be kicking it. And our coaches saw that, and we practiced it this week.
Yeah. Devontae Wyatt's right hand. Go Decatur.
A lot of people like that on the cover, too.
Yeah.
What's so special about Decatur?
What? Decatur's special. It's always better in Decatur.
Greater in Decatur.
It's greater in Decatur, baby.
Is that what they say?
No,
They do say it's better in Metter.
No, I'm just saying where he went to high school over Towers. I went to school not too far from there. I could walk to his high school from where I used to live. And let's just say that's a rough part of town. That's I love to see a guy actually make it out of there. You know, I was there for a while. Then we moved to Conyers, and it just was culture shock moving to Conyers.
Jermaine King with his second super chat of the broadcast says, "I need some lotto numbers, Coach." Wow, he did. He called that, man.
He did. I was hoping it was Jordan Davis, so I could say, well, I called the guy who's going to block it.
Well, Jermaine King says he needs some lotto numbers, Coach. And Daryl Jones says that you can't kick over a mountain. Good call, Coach. And that's a super chat from Daryl Jones as well.
Thank you, Daryl.
These super chats are awesome, y'all. Thank y'all.
And it does help because we basically put all that into the gear. So
Best fans we could ever ask for.
We love it.
So
But-
since you walked out of the room, Coach, we had two super chats based on that prediction.
I appreciate it.
or maybe it was for him leaving the show.
It might be because I walked out of the room.
Exactly.
Hey, get out of there.
Hey, if you want to do a $20 super chat, we'll make Dane chug one of these Bud Light seltzers.
I'll do it.
No, we got to drive home. What
Yeah.
we got to do here, from my perspective, is just grind the drive out here now. I mean, that's great. That's great pride defense. Tremendous play. First of all, we lucky that he dropped the touchdown. Second, great play by Nakobe.
Yeah,
Just
hey, two guard and tackle over there. He cuts between them, blows up that screen. Without it, that kid's walking in.
You know, the comparisons get made, and it's more of the position they play. But Roquan Smith to Nakobe Dean, that play that he made there was very much like what Roquan would do.
Exactly.
Ha, ha, ha. All right. I guess I'll have to do it. My college roommate, actually, Tyler Stump from Kentucky, did the $20 super chat. So I have to find me a seltzer and give it a chug.
Yeah, get one that's or I don't know which one you take, but
I'm a big guy. I can handle it. It's all good.
wait till Roddy gets back.
I will. I'll let Roddy facilitate this situation. He literally just said chug in the super chat. I love it, Tyler.
If somebody says it's $500, I'll say, I'll sing "Will You Love Me Tomorrow." No, that was a joke. We don't need any money. I'll sing it anyhow.
We just love the super chat feature, and if you ever participate in it, we want to make sure that we reward you for that because you're making such an investment in what we're doing, and we do this show for you. Oh, now no, Tyler. I'm not going to sip it. I will.
Hey, somebody did $20 on it.
So which fall flannel should I do? Am I doing the fall flannel or?
No, you're doing apple.
Don't make him do the pumpkin.
Oh yeah, the pumpkin.
Oh, the iced tea? No, I'm not doing the iced tea, bro.
Oh, you're going to get against tea.
I'm not as much of a tea fan. All right, game's on. I'll select this.
Ooh, he's feeling it, Coach.
Good job.
You can open up one of those.
I'll do the
bottles.
lemonade.
Lemonade, wuss.
Look, they're showing Nakobe get through all his blockers.
I didn't realize there was three of them over there.
But that's 2 plays in a row. Though I said, I did say watch the screen to the back. So we got to get some offense going here. 3 and out last time.
2nd and 4 for the Dogs.
We don't have our.
And they're just going to run it the whole quarter.
Just to show, this is the Bud Light Seltzer.
Good job, buddy.
Strawberry lemon. I just want to prove that I'm living up to the contract that Roddy put on the internet.
I'll do it for 50. Now, I have to do the post-game show, so I can't drink too many of these. Be sure to tune in about 25, 30 minutes after this show. We will have the post-game overreaction show where we'll break this down. Y'all can call in and tell us your thoughts on it.
Watch Stetson on the keep here.
Yeah.
Now you got it blocked right. Turn it up.
Oh, my God, he did.
Give him a spot there, buddy. Turn it up.
All right, now I have to do two of these because Chuck Ward also.
Did they give him a spot there?
That line judge took a slight step.
Yeah,
to the right.
call it play. Let's go. Let's get that 13 back in there. We got Washington. Hit him on the. Come on, Kirby. It's okay. Let him go.
All right, starting with the Bud Light Seltzer, strawberry lemonade. And then Chuck says that after I have to do the marshmallow one on him from the fall flannel pack.
There you
here we go.
These guys are so set up for another reverse or misdirection to Bowers. What are they saying about those Florida Gators?
They're saying they got 3 losses, Coach, in the SEC.
With their Gator defense.
Saying third and Grantham?
Whew. I give Coach O a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Go Tigers.
And it's funny, all the conversations before the game were about how this team may have quit on him and they're not buying into what he's doing.
I think that, play without – they had 60 scholarship players for this game, 2 corners out.
Yeah.
One of their old linemen got hurt this week. But
I have 2 more shout-outs to give for super stickers. Nicholas Bozeman, thank you. Really appreciate that.
Thanks, Nicholas.
And let me make sure I get your name on the screen here, Nicholas. There you are.
how about
And we have Bill Turner. Thanks, Bill.
Absolutely. Thank you, Bill Turner.
Steve Spurrier was talking to Coach O before the game. He said, "Hey, Coach O said, what do you think about those orange uniforms we're going to wear today? They look pretty good. They're all orange out here in Death Valley." Hey, Stevie, I'm glad you came to this game because we're going to kick y'all's ass today.
You do a pretty good job of both of them.
All right.
I'm happy for Coach O getting the win. That's big.
Yeah.
Any coach with his back against the wall, you'd like to know that your team's going to come through for you.
Yeah,
and,
the kids played for you. And
yeah, exactly.
they got some winnable games. Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Auburn. Arkansas.
And
they got to play Bama, though, don't they?
yeah, but I'm also happy for our boy Max Johnson. Grew up a stone's throw from here. We've watched him grow up. His dad's a good guy, great family. So
Yeah.
happy for him as long as he's not playing Georgia.
Exactly. I wish he'd send his brother here.
All right. Chuck's toasted marshmallow has been removed from the package.
You're going to like it.
All right, let's go here. Let's get a drive here. We need a – what are we up, 17?
Yeah. Up 17, Coach. Yep.
I hope they don't challenge that thing.
You see, Roddy, people think I don't really drink, and they're probably right for the most part. I just go to the bourbon that's like 60% alcohol.
Now, I can see we got our
Hey, Paul Blanco.
we got
A. Paul Blanco says this.
now they
shows-
gonna challenge his goddamn spot after
That's
3
exactly
days
right.
and 14 nights.
Yeah.
Paul Blanco says that this show is
I'm
too good to
challenging
be
the-
free.
And they gonna end up with the ball.
Actually, Stoops out there. We don't need a lip reader because you can see him go, "I'm challenging the spot."
I don't think you can. We need a break. His knees didn't go down till he's across there. He's laying on the other guys. Kerry Danielson trying to make it a big deal here, so
Yeah.
he was right.
I appreciate.
What's he saying?
He's saying the ball's tucked behind where his body is, so the ball's a little too deep. I like Chauncey Figures. Chauncey, one of the triplets.
You know, they get that review just because the guy laid on the field and faked a damn injury.
Yep. That's a call. You know, you call it, hey, you make the signal, and your guy all of a sudden has a cramp.
SEC, look at it, man. This is a national championship team here.
That strawberry lemonade was good, but you're right about this toasted marshmallow.
Oh, it's good.
This thing was legit.
It's like
dangerous.
I know. I'm just saying. I used to be I love the Johnny Walker eggnog.
Yeah.
But that might be my new. But you can only drink so much eggnog, and it's 700 calories.
Can I come to your house for Christmas?
Absolutely.
We put money under the tree.
This is so ridiculous. So ridiculous. The guy made the first down.
He did. He absolutely did. You can see it from that.
That's
a great angle right there.
You can't overturn it. Holy moly balls.
This is taking forever.
Remind everyone that on our YouTube channel after the UGA Sports Watch Along show, we will have the post-game overreaction show. So stay tuned for that.
Yes, sir, Stoops.
We'll take your time out, sir. Thank you.
Kirby, let him go here now. Don't worry about just let him go.
Oh, lump dog. I don't know if I need to be getting Buffalo Trace bourbon cream. That
Hey, I got some Buffalo. Hey, if he watches the post game show, we'll open that up. We got to figure out what the super chat is for a big hit of Buffalo Trace.
Oh, let me get to my back porch. I'll whip out something.
You know, our boy at the Auburn site,
JG Tate,
they sent him bottles of bourbon to drink on his post game show.
I volunteer.
He gets a little sideways on those things. I don't know that he's giving any more.
Is that bourbon
analysis.
or Auburn?
Yeah, 13-22, Georgia 1st and 10. Oh my goodness! Feed Bowers.
I'm telling you, that 13 is stronger than Aunt Mary's breath.
That's lights out.
Watch this move. Find the open part. Break down. See the way he sat down on his toes?
Yep.
I mean.
Ball player.
Hips dropped. Turns around.
I know some fans have been complaining about lack of holding calls. There is 50-50 on Justin Schaefer on that last one. So maybe they're just being lenient across
Got to
the board.
complain about something.
Well, no, when they grab Adam Anderson by the neck, I have an issue with that.
There you go, Cook.
He didn't get touched for 20 yards.
Great call out of the pistol there. The reason I say pistol, the quarterback's under center and the back can see the outside break. Now watch the way he's going inside and he sees it sealed by John Fitzpatrick. There you go. See, you can do that a lot better if you're back in the eye in the pistol as compared to being an offset back. Another great adjustment by Mullet.
Great block by Ladd
Munkin.
McConkey there too.
Yeah,
just from being more north and south.
Yeah,
I think McConkey might have driven the.
He's going to put him to sleep here with some kind of play action here too. To the
Jess
big
Robinson, 9's in the game. There's your blocking wide receiver.
That's not our style right there.
No.
Is that
Milton? We need Milton, Hammer, and Tom. John Fitzpatrick there, 3.2 in real estate. He got some real estate today on that one catch.
Yes, he did.
Sorry, John. I already used Russ Tanner for my real estate needs or for my mortgage needs. He's another UGA athletics alum for my real estate needs.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Shout out Julian Williams.
Hey,
And the ball-
after his pro career is, hey, rematch, y'all hire him.
Had the ball for 4 minutes here, boys.
2nd and 8, 11:34 on the clock, fourth quarter.
Step up.
Touchdown.
Turn around and throw it when he's open. You didn't think he's going to get his head around, did you?
I did not.
Hey, seriously, was that a great throw or what?
That was beautiful.
And
When
was
he threw
even-
it, I was thinking, what's he doing?
It's an even better call. I didn't think he's going to turn around. I mean, he heard me yell, didn't he?
He did.
Coach, how hard is it for the tight end to locate this ball?
I mean, most guys would be hard, but this guy here.
I mean, he turns around, the ball's almost in his face.
But, you know, the thing that was so great, he faked the block and came off the block. But that's your basic 80-yard mark. He missed the extra point. God knows.
That breaks a really long streak.
Like 400.
365 extra point attempts. Wait, that doesn't have any Vegas ramifications? I don't believe.
The Pistols.
Is that 2 TDs for him or 3?
3. Wait.
He hit
Hang
one to
on.
Cook,
Yeah. Yeah, 3 TDs.
and then White ran one.
So Bennett is 14 of 20 for 250 yards, 3 touchdowns, completion percentage of 70%, rating 224.5. So a 70% completion rate, that's not too bad.
Right.
250 yards, 3 TDs. I think he's okay.
And this offense was required to make these I mean, it is every week. I get that. But I'm saying this offense deserves a lot of credit for getting the score to where it is in this game because Kentucky was playing really hard.
Well, here's the way you look at it. Offense took over the game second half with the marches they made.
march.
The defense made, you know, a really good stop there on the block. But the first 2 possessions, they got them out off the field too.
Mhm.
They're kind of feeling the same kind of heat that we did the first half. You're not getting the ball much. And I'm just telling you, you talk about a guy that's been on fire calling this game, Todd Monken. I mean, you can't ask for much more than what he's done. I mean,
people make a big deal out of the second half adjustments, the halftime adjustments. It just feels completely different in the second half, Coach. But when we talk about it, most coaches say, we didn't adjust that much. We didn't adjust that much. But this does feel like a whole different philosophy going into the second half. Am I reading too much into it?
I think it's more execution than philosophy.
well, I was a little scared the first half field position wise, but, you know, we got a functional offense when you put those 3 tight ends in. I mean, you look at the play action. Which one you going to throw it to? Who you going to cover? He's hit Washington. He's hit the other guy, Bowers and Fitzpatrick. And
I honestly think that throw to Fitzpatrick is like, hey.
how many has he got? He's asking, I didn't think you're going to turn around, man.
Yeah. He's like, is this like right in my face? Look at the paws on that kid.
Paul Blanco with his second super chat says, I think we have a legitimate QB controversy, gentlemen.
Yeah, well, you just got to look at.
People talking about quarterbacks at Georgia? Never.
Look at his feet.
Yeah. He's bleeding all over the place. There's Chad Lindbergh, a boy from Texas.
Say Chad, there's a couple guys in this offensive line that don't get a lot of playing time. They're really good.
It's up to 29. We're up in the.
We really need to call this kid Bronk.
How many has he caught today? 5 for.
5 for 101 yards.
Feels like a lot more.
He's been targeted 6 times. So,
well, we got on him about the first one when he didn't come back for the ball.
He heard you, and she's trying to make up for it.
Yeah. I'd like to get a pick 6 here just to make.
So 23-point advantage. The line was 21.
21 and a half.
That's
why they kick a field goal here. They cover.
Yeah.
You know, what do you think that line on that Florida game is going to be? 14?
16.
I would go in the 15 or 16 range.
That's the way, Dan.
Come on, that's it, Dan.
Stop.
This performance in the second half is the sign of a team that really can be special because Kentucky is physical up front. They've been making plays, and Georgia put them to sleep.
Yeah, it felt like Kentucky knew what Georgia was doing in that first half, but the second half, they're just feel like completely out of their depth. They have no idea what's going on, especially with, like this coach says, with that 13 personnel, they just don't have any answer for it. The play action, they don't have an answer for that. Georgia's figured out their screen game and has blown up screen after screen after screen.
I like to see a sack here just to make this guy understand. We just got a four-man rush, though.
I would say just four. Woo! Threaded a needle there.
Well, I tell you, Keeley, play the guy. Play the ball in the air. Keeley got faked out.
I really think we do need to just dub the kid Bronk Bowers.
This is the super chat we were wanting. Jesse Fortson says we're about ready for some Elvis, Coach.
Okay. if we cover, I'll do Elvis.
For the cover.
I got a lot of friends play golf, and they got their mortgage on this sucker.
Well, can you at least give a shout out to Jesse for this super chat?
I
Moment, I know Elvis is likely coming.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
Yeah. Hey, Jed May points out, he says, this one's for you, Radi Nabulsi. Of Georgia's 14 completions today, 8 have gone to tight ends. Bowers, Washington, and Fitzpatrick are combined for 158 yards on those 8 catches.
Poor on the 765 or whatever it was.
And on the heels of Jesse Fortson, another super chat from Chuck Ward, who is about as loyal as you get.
Chuck
Ward is in
Chuck out of Texas. I bet those Texas Longhorns.
Chuck says we need to look at the trap that LSU ran all day against Florida. Their running back had almost 300 yards on one play today.
He's right. It's a good play.
I think they ran 287 yards against Florida, or Florida gave up 287 yards rushing.
Crowd's bothering them a little bit here. Now they had a penalty.
9:21 of the fourth quarter. It's 1st and 15.
And here's the thing, folks. You don't understand because TV just can't do it justice. Look at Trayley Hale down there in the pads right up front. Ringo's mom with the pads and the purple on. I mean, the pink on.
Super involved.
I love her.
From what I hear.
She is.
Great.
We have a story at UGAsports.com about her and the Bulldogs battling breast cancer. You're not going to get away from Trayvon Walker there.
Coach, I come away from this game more impressed with Kentucky than I was coming into it. I'm curious if you have the same thoughts. And I say that because I see the potential of what their offense is developing into, and their quarterback is good.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it's never an easy game. It's not.
They won a lot more games.
We're better right now than Florida.
I'm just saying.
It'll be a tough game.
If Kentucky finds itself at 11-1, I don't know that their schedule will.
No, they won't. It won't matter to them.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm.
Not if Alabama.
The only other team you're going to be able to put into it is the loser of the SEC championship game.
If they have 2 losses
Still.
The loser. If Alabama loses to us, they're not getting in.
Yeah, because then they have 2 losses. Right?
They're not.
But I don't see them moving out a Kentucky ahead of anybody else at that point.
Just depends on what else happened around the country. You got Oklahoma now getting ready to rock. If Iowa loses today, Cincinnati, I mean, fatty Cincinnati. I mean,
how big is that?
Who's the last team that beat
right
Cincinnati?
Yeah.
This is time for a Saccola. Just sit him on his butt there, 88.
No, just take a pick 6 here.
He had way too long to get. Punt it.
I only say all that, Roddy, because obviously,
no, I get what you're saying.
If it was 1 loss Georgia, 1 loss Bama, they're both in. I get it. Yeah. But if it's undefeated Georgia Bama has a second loss, and Kentucky's sitting there at 11-1, and the rest of the country is mostly 1 or 2 lost teams, and Kentucky's in the conversation
Right.
at least.
No,
Hey, if Grandma had balls, she'd be Grandpa.
I'm gonna need a clip of Trey Lee Hale up there cheering. So if you want to give me that gift, that was awesome. Our Patrick Garvin did a story on the Bulldogs battling breast
They're
cancer.
gonna throw it in the
He
flat
interviewed
here.
his mom.
Get him down.
No,
Shit.
but that's exactly where he looked, Coach. He looked to the flat. He was about to go there, but Georgia had that covered up. It's a bit much to ask Devontae Wyatt to catch that guy in the open field like that.
Coming back into the boundary again.
Oh my goodness, all day.
It's not PI. He threw it to the wrong side of his receiver.
Good job, Brenny.
And as the focus shifts to Florida slowly, I think the focus should really be on Georgia gets a bye week and gets to get healthier. That is needed for this team.
I'm still surprised we didn't. I thought for certain we'd see some of those other wide receivers.
We got Anderson in at star.
Yeah, you're right.
Good tackle. Oh, you didn't complete it.
It took me a second. I was like, why is he over there?
Well, it's because he's playing star.
You told me it was coming earlier in the game, and I didn't even.
This is what you call a backdoor cover here, boys.
I just tweeted out that Anna Madison's playing star so that everybody else on the beat will understand that happened and they can ask Kirby about it.
Okay.
You got to help out the other guys on the beat sometimes.
I hope Brenny isn't hurt. Well, they're going to work on Jackson down here.
Yeah.
You got to get up tighter on him, Jackson.
Yeah.
Wandell got a great reception, 9 for 33. Go try to come back down the boundary to one of these tight ends.
5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 for Kentucky.
Hit him.
There it is.
That was Keeley.
Keeley Ringo, baby.
Yeah, that's the difference between him and Wade. Kendrick rushed it. He went right through his shoulder pass.
There you go. Go back to his mom. She's so happy.
Quay Walker's about to get it too.
That's his first career sack. Oh, that poor tight end's like, what the hell?
Good job holding on the ball there.
All right, 405, 404, 403, 3rd down. 4 minutes left in the game. 23-point lead. I think I can feel some Elvis coming on, Coach.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
If they cover, I'm gonna do it. Get some requests.
Yeah.
I can sing a medley of his golden hits. If you want.
A little Heartbreak Hotel for me.
I don't like Heartbreak. Mark Stoops, a hunk of burning love.
I think Kentucky's all shook up.
Yeah.
Fourth quarter, 4:46 left. Purdue 24, Iowa 7.
Iowa's getting their teeth kicked in, sounds like.
Ohio State's going to be in the big game, boys.
Yep. Ohio State, Oklahoma, Georgia, and who else? Penn State?
They won't get two from there, but
Okay.
Chuck Ward with yet another super chat, and he has a request of Teddy Bear.
Teddy Bear, that's it. That's a good one. Oh, let me be.
Score update in the fourth quarter: Baylor 31, number 19, BYU 17. I say that because should it get to the point in the season that LSU is considering changing coaches, and Baylor has had the season that it's had, former LSU defensive coordinator Dave Aranda is the
they
head
love
coach there.
Aranda.
You wonder if he would go back.
I hate Aranda. I hate him with a
He's a
passion 'cause he's
fantastic
so
football
good.
coach.
God, I hate him. I swear,
Fantastic.
I feel like he has offensive coordinator offices bugged. He's legit.
Other final scores from the top 25: Texas A&M beat Missouri 35-14.
Knew that was
LSU beat Florida 49-42.
coming. So how do you spell Mullen?
I
Mullen?
think so.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fourth L in
Yeah.
a couple weeks.
They don't say that, man. I'm so superstitious about that damn game. I'm so superstitious.
Get to the bye week.
get my props.
Auburn did beat Arkansas 38-23.
I hate
Coach
that.
mentioned Oklahoma State beat Texas 32-24. Michigan State remains undefeated. They're number 10 in the country right now, probably rising. And they won 20-15 against Indiana. A pretty good Indiana team. Cincinnati kicked in the teeth of UCF and Gus Malzahn 56-21.
It was 35-3 in the first half in that game.
And
Just embarrassing.
in other SEC action, fourth quarter, Vanderbilt 17, South Carolina 14. Oh, Beamer.
Hey,
You better come back and get that one, Shane.
I tell you, so I was asked if I'm wearing my lucky socks. Of course I'm wearing my lucky socks.
Are those dead socksy?
There's my dead socksy socks.
Yeah, boy.
Wearing the red ones. The no-shows. I meant to bring you some more, Coach. I know you wore some of those dead socksy socks when we went to that speaking engagement.
Yeah, I did.
3rd and 10 for the Wildcats. There is 3:36 left in the fourth quarter. Georgia does lead. Scott, thanks for that super sticker, man. That's like your third one. These fans, y'all are blowing me away with your awesomeness. Griff Martin, a super chat. Roddy, what's up? Y'all are much better than Brad and Gary.
Well, that's a low bar, but I do appreciate that. I really do appreciate it.
He asked what's up. So what's up, Roddy?
What's up?
First down.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on with their
Cover.
So you got 5-star Michael Williams, the USC commit, watching this game. You got Luther Burden, the number 1 wide receiver in the country, watch this game. Jaheim Singletary, the cornerback, the 5-star cornerback out of Jacksonville, is up here watching this. LT Overton, 5-star defensive end for 2023, is here. There's a lot of guys watching this game.
I think we set a record with super chats in this show. I'm really thrilled about that.
It does help. It's not like we're
You
all
love
gonna get
us.
drunk.
You really love us.
It helps us get, like, we have a new mic for our 4th person coming in. That will help pay for that. So
Or you hate watch us. I don't really care.
hey, watching's fun.
You love Coach and you hate me and Roddy.
Well, they like it when I correct Coach and all his bad football takes,
I had a lot of them today.
like his 33 spin, whatever. I think he makes these names up.
Or his, they'll block this.
What was the 999 one?
Brooklyn 99? That's a good throw.
How can you be off the guy that much?
He didn't hold that ball.
No, he did not.
Ref.
The
Then he looked at the
bobble.
ball.
Yeah, I think I call that incomplete. Has to be. Yeah. Because, I mean, if they're going to review Brock Bowers' touchdown catch for 45 minutes, this one,
Hey, that's no catch.
yeah. 3rd and 11.
Coach, would you like your Elvis pillow in the back, or should Elvis stay where he is?
I don't know. I got to get this cover. I'm talking about for me to sing it.
2:12 left, 3rd and 11 for Kentucky.
I do want to point out that this is the number 11 team in the country. You've already taken on a top 10 team. Oof.
First down.
Shit.
No.
It's a backdoor cover, boys. It's got it all over it.
He just hurt his shoulder.
Well, now if you're a coach, which let's say in today, maybe it was different a few years ago, but do you kick the field goal just to cover?
No, they won't kick a field goal here. But
okay.
On the sideline, are you
it's
aware?
First down now.
Are you aware what the spread is on the sideline?
I mean, not to the point where you're trying to beat the spread or do it, but you know what it is during the week. But it's just an incredible march here. I mean, 4th and 3rd down. You don't know. You're never coaching a game around the spread.
I was just wondering if they would be like, okay.
If you are, then there's something.
I mean, if they kick a field goal here, it should be a congressional investigation.
Okay, I just want to be sure, because to me, I'm like, they always say, "Oh, we don't pay attention to that at all. We have no idea. We didn't do this because of the spread." And I just want to, because I know you would tell us if it popped up in your mind.
Griffin Martin with a second super chat within like 5 minutes with a request for Love Shack.
That's B-52s.
That's for you, Radi.
Who's saying? Come on. Love Shack. Is that by Elvis?
No, that's a Athens own B-52.
Chuck Ward with like number 4 of the super chat says Radi needs SC money to pay for Dane's Uber. Super chat money. So Radi needs super chat money to pay for my Uber.
I'll drive him home.
I'm good. I promise you. I would tell you.
Hey, it's only 5% alcohol in those things.
It is, and I've only had 2. I did chug the first one. Thanks, Tyler.
I do enjoy the song Love Shack. I'm also a Rock Lobster guy.
Love Shack is by Elvis?
No, it's by the B-52s.
It's very Athens.
Oh, that's what I thought. I know about the B-52s.
Yeah. I was thinking, so I was in my gym about Tuesday and walked in right as Driving and Crying was playing. And so I launched off into, "Have you ever seen the Blue Ridge Mountains?" And I'm just belting it out top of my lungs, and people turning their heads around. I'm like, I walked in right as they got to that Power Chord by Kevin Kinney. I'm like, I'm sorry. Y'all going to have to listen to me sing while you're on your treadmills and doing your squats and everything.
Our offense hadn't been on the field since
the Truman era.
Since Stetson was doing finger guns.
No,
the last thing we saw was finger guns.
How long have they had the ball here?
Hey, I'll give a shout out to Georgia fans because I was on campus for much of the morning and early afternoon. There were not many Kentucky people that were at this game. This was packed out in red and black.
9 minutes and 28 seconds, Coach.
You just got to hope turnover here. I mean, based on everything we've had today, they gonna cover.
Christian with a super chat says, "Great show, makes watching the games much better. Also, can we mute Bama fan in the chat?"
I mean,
I guess there's a Bama fan in the chat.
I just hope everybody.
There's a troll.
Just from my standpoint, we're talking so much about the super chat. I hope everybody doesn't think that that's what we want. I mean, that's not why we watch the show. I mean, hopefully.
What it is, Coach, is that if someone likes what they see enough that
I do that. But I mean, we've talked about it for like 10 minutes now.
I want to be sure that they feel rewarded for the investment they're making.
Okay,
that's what it is.
You got it.
Okay,
because we aren't anything without our fans on this show.
Yeah, I'm for that. We don't expect them to give us anything, though. If they want to, that's fine.
If it weren't 30-7 with 142 left, I probably wouldn't be as invested in it. I'd still give the shout-outs, but not taking the time I am. Although Rusty's asking for some driving and crying.
18 plays on this drive. Oh, we can do some driving and crying. Hey, Georgia needs to get back on offense and run a little powerhouse. Oh, he's wide.
Oh, didn't seen.
That's the bread and butter for
Lewis
Lewis
Seen.
Seen.
Lewis Seen almost decapitated that poor man. The kid might want to have a family at some point. $18 plays on this drive, Coach.
John Wittenberg with the super chat. Another great show, guys. Thanks for all you do. He says, "Go Dogs." John, you're here every week.
Thank you, John.
Thanks, Chuck. I'm going to run it here. No? Wow.
Christ, buddy. Fumble snap.
You're offsides.
Georgia doesn't want him in their end zone. He didn't make it. Did Georgia get the ball?
I think that somebody ripped it out of his hand.
Yeah.
Brini got up with it. What are they saying? Are they reviewing?
No.
Oh, come on.
God almighty, SEC.
And now they're playing again. 12 seconds.
He didn't make it. That's
Nope.
the game.
Don't you dare call a timeout.
Of course he's going to call a timeout.
Don't do the Harrison thing.
He
Oh,
called
did.
it.
He did.
Chicken
I
shit.
told you he did. I
Wow.
know he's going to. He's got to get the cover. Garbage.
Oh,
Back-to-back weeks of garbage calls.
remember that when you go to Kroger Field next year.
This is a quarterback keep here. A play action pass.
All right, during the timeout, I'm going to get to a couple things from the chat. Clint Anderson says, "I've enjoyed watching and listening to y'all. I'm a first-timer here, and y'all are light years better than the CBS clowns. Great work.
Thanks.
I'll be back for the Florida game."
Thank you.
Christopher Daddy with a super chat says, "Lewis Seen woke up and chose violence today. I don't know if he knows how to play football any other way."
There's no way you can stop them here with all the stuff they can do here. You know, you got to think you're going to run the quarterback keep. This guy's going to run some kind of trick play.
Griffin Martin says this is another BS timeout.
Every bookie in the country, he's either happy or not happy on this one.
Griffin's
The ones that have Georgia are unhappy. The ones that have Kentucky are happy. So it doesn't matter. Hey, we had a great game today. I mean, we played good. We were challenged, and we really met the challenge, don't you think? I mean,
Absolutely. And I told you before the game started, Coach, I was nervous. And the way
I
that
was
first
nervous
half,
at halftime.
the way that first half went, I was like, it's a one-score game. Georgia and Kentucky have played so close. Kirby talked about how strong this offensive line was that they were facing. This is a physical team. He says his team is more beat up after the Kentucky game than just about any game they play. And you just know when you let a team stick around. But that drive coming out of the second half, like you said, the second half, the first two drives from the offense.
And this is a quarterback keep off a naked bootleg. Play the naked.
That's going to be a touchdown, Kentucky. Two weeks in a row, coaches have called timeouts at the end that are largely meaningless on a scoreboard. But I'm assuming that Stoops will get in his post-game presser and he'll say, "We need to practice goal line stuff. We never give up, yada, 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 yada."
Smart's going to remember that bullshit next year.
He may not have to. I mean,
If I was Kirby, I'd just run off the field. Block and run it for a touchdown. Go all the way.
do it.
Get out. Oh, they got Devontae Wyatt out of the field.
Karma. Ain't it sweet?
Devontae Wyatt was out there.
If he did, he could miss the first half of the next game.
He was definitely on the field without a helmet.
He was. That's some.
Well, you got to have two to be unsportsmanlike. Jackson, go through.
It bounced off Dan Jackson's head. Watch it. Dunk. He's like, holy shit.
What if he'd have caught that and ran it back? I mean, Athens may not be up tonight.
Well, it wasn't. You also had a coach out there as well.
You see the coach is like, come on, man.
Scott Sinclair's about to lose his damn mind.
I mean, it may be unreal, but you remember he was held out of a game earlier in the year. Now he's with Jalen Carter, coaching him up.
Was he on the field too?
I didn't see him, but
there was a coach out on the field. I don't know which one it was.
Oh, your mic's on, bro.
Oh, I love it when they leave the mics on.
He turned it off.
Oh, man, hot mics should.
That'd have been better. So that's on Carter. And that's Devontae White.
Try an onside kick.
Yeah. Who was the guy that ran onto the field?
So that's what. Good on Dan Jackson for popping in there.
Well, he could have thrown him.
You know, Kirby always talks about controlling your emotions.
Yeah.
Hard to do when a damn guy calls a timeout.
So who was the cornerback that ran onto the field a few years ago? And
like number 10 against Tennessee. Got 15 yards.
Yeah. Lost his job like the following week to
he transferred to Tennessee Tech or something.
Yeah. God, why can't I think of the kid's name?
Now, in my hypothetical theory about Kentucky, should they go 11-1, 30-13 does look better than 30-7. That's all I'm saying.
Beat that dead horse to death.
I'm beating it hard, Coach. I've got big old sticks.
I hope they lose. I hope they lose to Mississippi State.
Yeah, I think they definitely can. Mississippi State's a good team. They're scary. Any team that throws 73-yard passes. That frustrates me. All right, so Georgia wins 30.
Well, show them shaking hands. He ain't going to like this.
Brock Bowers, SEC Player of the Week. Give it to him.
Had a good little chat, it looks like. That's Kirby managing his emotions.
Kirby took the high road.
2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
We got a heck of a team.
So the number one ranked Georgia Bulldogs beat Kentucky 30-13. That's your final score. Bye week is ahead next week, so you won't be doing a watch-along show with us. However, after that, it's cocktail party time.
Oh, yeah. So, give me some.
Let's see what they say the play of the game is. It's got to be the touchdown throw. That's not the one I was thinking of.
Now, I'm no genius.
I would have gone to the one earlier.
Either one's good.
I'm no genius, but when Georgia played Clemson, Clemson was the top 10 team, and they gave up 3 points. They played Arkansas, they gave up 0 points. When they played Kentucky, Kentucky's the number 11 team in the country, they gave up 13. So against 3 top 11 teams, this defense has given up 16 points.
Strong.
That seems good.
Yeah, real good.
Here's
so
Kirby
they
Smart.
got a team.
Just,
so, yeah. 33.
You were a little frustrated here at the end of the game. You preached discipline on this team, and that's what it needs to win a championship.
absolutely. You're playing big games all the time in this league, so you can't react like you've never seen it before. We got a guy running the field and block our field goal. It's not real smart, but I am proud of the way the guys play. That's a really good football team. That's a physical football team, and I appreciate the way they play. But all guys play really hard too. I'm proud of them.
Talk about physicality. Stetson got a little banged up in the first half, but what about the way he finished this game and really took over this offense?
Did a great job. I thought Lucky Covey gave aggressively allowed Stetson to make some plays. They were loading the box on us. Take what they're getting.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you guys. Good luck.
All right, Kirby.
Your 7-0, number 1 ranked Georgia Bulldogs, 5-0 in the conference. You see Kentucky with 1 conference loss, Tennessee with 1. We'll see if that holds up as they play Ole Miss.
You know, if you're in Florida right now, you're feeling kind of sickly.
Yeah.
You got
Well, the only thing you got to think is they got to feel like they got to try to knock us off. But
yeah. They're going to come.
Be the spoiler.
But from our standpoint, you know, we pretty much. I mean, I don't know. You could say you sealed the East, but you got to lose 2 out of the next 3 games.
Yeah.
You know. Oh, baby, let me be your teddy bear. Put a chain around my neck and leave me anywhere. Oh, let me be, your teddy bear. I don't want to be a tiger. The tigers play too rough. That's about it for me on that one. I don't like that one. But I'll tell you what, those guys at the country club are all shook up.
they're
I gave them some bad call today. I thought Georgia would cover. I'm sorry, man.
well, weren't for garbage
It
time.
was so close. It was so close. Elvis was in the building putting his towel on. He's probably going to leave here in a minute. But
Would you like this?
I want to thank you. I want to thank everybody here I want to thank my guys with the water. And I want to thank everybody for making sure that I hadn't gained enough weight before I got out here on the stage. And I'm not going to be lonesome tonight.
Oh, no. None of those Georgia boys are going to be lonesome tonight.
Hey.
I'm just
Downtown
saying.
Athens won't be lonesome tonight.
Nothing like being a Bulldog on a Saturday night.
Hey, it's where you let that bulldog break its chain.
You know, just trying to look at
One thing we got to do is enjoy the fact that we got a heck of a team and did what we had to do to win. And I'm sure we're going to be scrutinized and everything like that, but no big plays today. That Wandale Robinson, the longest play he had was probably that 1-yard gain for a touchdown. Mm-hmm. He caught like 12 passes for like 40 yards, didn't he? What did he catch? And give Levi's credit. He did a good job, but we slowed down the running game almost completely. The only thing they did was march the ball 2 times on us, and both times ended up in touchdowns. And then the third time they had a blocked field goal. But they, easily the best offense we played against, don't you think?
Absolutely. I said that I thought this could either be just a complete blowout, like you saw with Arkansas, just the crowd noise messing them up. Kentucky not having played a big team like this, knew they'd be physical. Or I thought that they might give Georgia fits. Now the score doesn't really reflect it, but you're right. They did drive. This is the first team that was able to move the ball on Georgia, and they were able to for most of the game, or at least at points during the game. There were still some 3 and outs, but the score looks like a blowout kind of, but at the same time,
it looks worse 30-7.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, the number 2 team in the nation lost
24-7. That's the final score.
And
well, go Boilermakers.
So you got
parity.
Cincinnati's going to be 2 now, probably.
The 1 and 2, Georgia and Cincinnati, will be favored in every game they play for the rest of the regular season.
But it's funny, these are the 2 teams that played in the bowl game last year.
It is. And Cincinnati played really well.
They did. That was good. You had to have
a good quarterback.
You had to have a game-winning field goal to put that one away. So,
I mean, I'm curious to see how
in the playoffs, boys.
The rest of those rankings, it's going to be pretty intriguing when you see who gets shuffled around. Oklahoma now in the catbird seat to be right there in the top 4.
So Oklahoma.
I mean, I guess they're number 4 right now, but I'm saying to jump up even higher.
what he has to, and